I'm like, mate, it's just everything going wrong, and I'm like.
When it gets dark at night, you'll find me by your side. When tears fall from your eyes, I'll try to make you smile. I'll try to make you smile. When it gets dark at night, you'll find me by your side. When tears fall from your eyes, I'll try to make you smile. 'Cause to me you are the light that makes the darkness disappear. Every demon I'll fight while I keep you close to me.
How you going, everyone, and welcome to Big Fat Rex. It's a massive Saturday. I'm here on my own for this early game, so I'm just going to set up the scoreboard and I'm going to mic you up in with the boys today.
The different leagues I think we play.
So just bear with me for about 5 minutes.
So because we DDPL and EDPL, one of them actually plays out of Green Table, and one of them plays out of Fracka. Yeah. Just because like until Potters is whatever's happening with that. It is what it is right now.
But yeah, I heard something positive the other day.
Yeah.
I forget who it was from. But yeah, so Green Tables is your main home now.
Yeah. It's yeah, it's a good. I went past there a couple of weeks ago. The from that Fight Club, all their buildings are gone right up until Potters.
Yeah,
So it's
yeah, all the kids stuff and the martial arts and stuff.
yeah, that's all gone. The coffee shop that used to be on before you go into Potters, that's all gone. So everything's gone.
Alright, so it looks like people on the lag.
It'll make an excellent parking area.
An excellent what? Parking?
The parking area.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. And, I've got no idea what they're waiting for actually.
As always, we've had a few teething problems this afternoon. It wouldn't be Fat Rex if it didn't have problems. But it's all looking all right at the moment, I
It's
think.
there with the COVID-19.
Just getting the scoreboard happening.
I could ask
I'm
him.
pretty sure he got stories behind all of these shirts up here that he's got on the wall, but I've never actually looked at that one. I don't think I will.
Yeah.
Some big lad there.
He's huge, isn't he?
Yeah, pretty much what we done. Remember we got the house in Cranbourne, walked underneath the house and I'm like, mate, can't go outside because it's a new man cave.
Alright, it looks like we're just about ready to get crack-a-lacking. So we'll tell the boys we're ready. And we'll be off. Oh, actually, I'll just try and get this. I can't get the chat on today for some reason. Let me just see if I can get this chat on first.
I got one of them breaking shoes I got from England.
Oh, did you?
I went over to March one night and it fell on the floor because he got tired of the floor. Chips come clean off. Sitting at home.
Mark Evans.
Yeah. But I usually...
We won't worry about the chat. I'll try and work that out as we go along.
How big is the black ball over
Alright boys, when you're ready.
Adam. Over there.
You went over to England for the...
Yeah. South Africa, man. Up no France.
Really? Okay. You got a hit too, did you?
Yeah, I played.
Yeah, great.
Played.
Oh, go on, yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
Let's test the scoreboard.
Oh, here it is.
No worries. Alright, so today we have the first match up is Timmy Morrissey versus Pete Nona. Timmy Morrissey plays he plays in the in-house comps that I play in. He also plays in Sepal and DDPL and all that. He's about a Division 1 standard. We all know Nona. Nona's probably a Division 1 standard as well. He's already been on Big Fat Racks and he crushed Will in his first game. Will wasn't at the races, but Pete was exceptional that day. So yeah, this should be a great match. Two different styles colliding.
Yeah, good break.
Yeah, good break. I think I'm just going to turn that microphone down in there. I might just have to leave you in about 20 minutes. I've got to go and pick up Logan from the train station. Alright, so Pete's on reds. He's got a couple of tricky balls down there on the rail, but I'm sure he'll get onto that. I think he might be using that red to the left of the black for his last ball. So, is he plotting the out here? that doesn't help him too much, I don't think. Yep, so that ball's still dead. And Timmy's on yellows. He's got a decent spread here, Timmy. Sorry, I'm just trying to work out how to get my chat working. I closed that, so I'm trying to work out how to get it back on so I can see the chat, live chat. Yeah, that looks a bit messy there from Tim. He has got a shot on, but he's very close up to that yellow. It's tricky from here, whether he just tries to contain or. Yeah, this is an interesting shot here from Tim. See what he's going to do. Oh, he did have a shot on. That's a great shot. It's a great shot. So yeah, he's got an out on here for sure now. So does he take the yellow in the middle here and come back up and down? Or does he take that, sorry, the yellow closest to him, does he take that into the middle? Or does he take the yellow over the middle? Does he take that on? He's taking that one on. He's going to get a bit of action with this cue ball, I think. No, he's played that beautifully. He's played that absolutely superbly, actually. Great shot. May have left himself a little hammer there, has he? Nah, he's pretty good. He's pretty good there. This will be a great out by Timmy to start things off. If he gets this one, I think he will. Yeah, well done, Tim. Great start. Now let me try and work at this chat thing. I can't get it up. And the chat, I can't get that up either. But. Chat, I think I've got it. Yeah. Oh, Ronan, bit of an echo there, mate. Alright, I might actually try and turn their mic off. Let me know if this works.
Yeah, it is. So it's down, isn't it? Yep. I know.
Is that any better with the echo? Just let me know, does that help the echo? I've turned the sound down in the pool room. Has that helped the echo at all? tricky balls there. He's got this one on the bottom rail, and he's got that red beside the black. I think that's going to be his last ball, possibly, the red beside the black. He's just going to try and work his way from left to right, down the table here, I think. He's not taking that ball on the rail on now. Ronan, I don't know if you're still there. Do we still have that echo happening? Great shot by Tim. He's on here, Tim. Definitely on. I've sort of quietly been watching him play when we've been playing our in-house comps, and he's a very, very, very proficient player. So this is not unexpected what I'm seeing here of Tim. We've lost the sound. Okay. How about that, Mike? Can you hear the sound now, mate? Sorry, I'm just messing around with this. The sound. We're trying to mic it up for the players as well, so we can get some sort of semblance of what's going on in the room. So we're just sort of playing with that at the moment. We're going to have a few teething problems. Just let me know if you can hear me. Is it echoing? Can we hear the balls getting hit and stuff? All right. Thanks, Mick. Is it echoing at all, Michael? Oh, he might have lost his white there. Yeah. All right, Timmy's done a bit of a number on himself here. Let's see what he figures out. Yeah, he had to go for the spectacular because he ran out of position, which was the table's just been brushed and ironed because I was a bit paranoid it wasn't running too fast, so it might be like a bit of an ice rink out there at the moment. Alright, it's a fine line. Thanks, Michael. I'll keep adjusting these volumes for the different areas. I've just turned it up a little bit in the pool room. Just let me know if that's any better for hearing the balls. Thanks as well for this, Michael. Appreciate that. So Pete's on yellows. He's got a bit to do here. He's opted for the containing shot, which I think it's a smart shot in my opinion. Sort of makes Timmy activate a bit of chaos here with the yellows, hopefully for Pete. Leave him in a better spot. And yep, that does put Pete in a slightly better spot, I'd say. Let's see what he opts for here. Jerry has entered the chat. Good to hear from you, Jerry. I can't wait to see you today. The fridge is stocked up with Pepsi Max, and I've got your favorite chips here. Jerry, one of my closest friends. I love you, Jerry. Great guy. Not a bad pool player as well, just quietly. He wants this rematch against Raj. If any one of you's watched that match against Raj, I think it was 2 events ago. That was a classic. Jerry reckons he played shit, but oh, it's a great shot. That's a great shot again from Tim. It's a magnificent shot. Yeah, but he wants another bite at the cherry, Jerry. And they both want that. It was 11-10 in the end, but it was a great match. Well done, Timmy. Magnificent penultimate shot there. Gee whiz. Very nice. Jerry, is there any chance at all if you're coming soon you could perhaps pick up Logan from the train station? Do you have him on Messenger? You could give him a buzz. I'm just going to mic it up in there. I'm going to go and get a drink. I'll be back in a sec.
But yeah, certainly interested in the rule set. We played 15 frames of it.
Yeah.
Just mucking around, yeah. But yeah, it's good.
I love it. It's a good game. I like the quick games. The tables are a lot different than these 7-footers. So
Yep, that's all good.
yeah. I just realised I got my playing cue and not my breaking cue.
Ah.
Alright guys, I'm back. I'm just trying to experiment with we've got two microphones in the pool room. There's a microphone on each camera. So what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna stick on the other microphone and turn the one we've been using off. Just let me know if it works any better, the other microphone. Apparently I've been getting a bit of an echo on that one. So yep, alright. Where are we at? Timmy's 2-0 up. He's playing some magnificent pool. I just went and got myself a bit of fruit. But them first two frames, yeah, Timmy looks the goods, doesn't he? I'm actually playing on his Seppel team. He's asked me to play on his Seppel team this year, which I'm honoured to do. I think it's an Irish team they play out of St Kilda. Oh, he's got a bit fortunate there, Timmy. But you make your own luck, I think. And he's playing magnificently.
Oh my, that happens.
Left himself in a bit of a pickle here. I don't think that's touching. I might turn up the mic in there for a second.
Yeah.
It's got the other one?
Don't know.
The spider?
I don't think he has got a spider.
Thanks, Jarrett.
I can't see one here.
No. Hey John, if you can hear us, we're looking for a spider.
Oh, yeah. They want the spider, but they're not going to be
Maybe send me a text message.
we don't have a spider, so they're not going to be too happy about this one, boys. Just give me a second, I'll be back.
Actually, I'll be okay with this. Not too long. I'll go.
the good news or the bad news?
Just the actual news.
It got broke.
Did it?
Spider got broke, we only have that.
That's okay.
Yeah,
Sorry, boys.
it's okay. We might next one. Could have bought mine.
It's just not high enough to. Can you just make sure it don't fail, you know?
Right, boys. I had to make up a bit of a cock and bull story that the spider got broke, but we've actually just never really had
Yeah,
one.
that's good.
So,
Make sure you get your-
most unfortunate.
So this one's not awesome either.
Oh, it's echoing again. I know why it's echoing. It's because I'm monitoring it in the
It
room.
wasn't tight enough.
That shouldn't be as bad now. So if it makes sense, I've got the mic coming through the TV in here, so I can hear the guys in the room, but the microphone in here is picking up. It's like sort of reverbing everything. So is that still echoing, Jerry? I've turned the TV down.
It's nearly a plant the other way.
If it keeps echoing, all right, that's better. Is it completely better or just better, Jerry? And can you still hear the balls in the other room? All right, so back to the game. This is an open game, but you'd think it's imperative now to get on the board for Nona. He doesn't want to go 3-0 down, especially the way Timmy's playing. The balls are all out in the open here for Nona.
Yeah, I prefer the brass ones to the plastic.
Yeah, we're going to have to invest in a spider, I reckon.
Mine is brass.
Yeah. Yeah.
Each can actually.
Or just take one from a local pool hall. Nah, I wouldn't do that, of course. Alright, so Nona's on yellows. And he's opted for the containing shot. The way Timmy's playing, I don't really know about that, but anyhow. It's not easy here, but there looks like that red might sneak through to the top left-hand pocket there. I bet you will, Jar. Alright, so is he going to play to this top right, this top left pocket? Or is he going to cut it back? He's cut it back, and that's a great shot. Like, I mean, he's probably fortunate that hasn't went in the end.
Yeah, well, you're leaving it pretty good.
Yeah.
What I might do, boys, is I won't monitor that room,
But I wasn't actually thinking about the white myself.
and I'll just turn it up in there. It shouldn't echo.
Actually, you can have that bell.
Here comes the push.
Yeah.
Okay.
The white board actually gone a bit better,
Yeah.
so that's
Yeah.
not, you know, if the white board should have come back and it didn't.
Thanks, mate.
Yeah. Since I was sitting there, like, I can't believe I just did it.
Alright, so ball in hand for Timmy with no spider. He's played that well, hasn't he? He's a bit hampered though on the queuing. Yeah, good call. Good call, Nona. Definitely. Has he left himself a gap there? I think he can hit it. He has to cheat the pocket. I don't know if this goes,
What's that?
to be honest.
Yeah, I think I shouldn't have mentioned it, should I?
I don't know if this goes.
Yeah. Sorry, mate, I shouldn't have brought it
I'm gonna go sit over
up.
here.
I brought back some haunting memory.
Yeah. He's done well there, considering the spot he was in.
Yeah, I'll turn it around, mate. Is that better? There we go.
Yeah.
I should show them to the cameras though, shouldn't I? So that they know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
And then let me stand again.
Yeah, don't do that. Put me on the shirt.
Yeah, sorry, I just had a phone call there, just a bit of feedback, which I always appreciate, just about the echoing. As I say, we're getting teething problems. I really want it mic'd up in there for when we get the big boys on, so we can get an insight into what's going on for our own learning. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have it on in that room, but I'm not gonna monitor it in here. So I'm gonna leave it on. not loud, so you can just hear the balls and a little bit of murmuring in there. So hopefully that should be better. But just let me know. Right, so this has turned into a bit of a cat and mouse, a bit of a chess battle here. I haven't seen much of Pete's B game, but I have been watching from afar with Timmy, and I do know that's his sort of forte, his B game. Very, very solid across the board. I reckon that's a fair shot. I think that's all good. I think that was simultaneous contact. Yep, and I think that's what they're playing.
Ball in hand here makes a big difference.
Yeah, I'd
I
like.
think. Yeah,
They
John,
kind
if
of
you can
went
hear us,
quick. They
mate.
kind of went. So, if they might have seen it different on the camera, but
Yeah, because you've got two roll-ins if
yeah, because it just they went that quick.
and you've actually got quite a tough shot if it's not.
No, well, it looks like they're having a bit of a debate over this, so I wonder have they asked me. I better check.
Make a call. I don't want to call that because it.
No.
Sorry, boys, I don't have this mic'd up anymore. Were you asking me anything?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Just that last shot.
To me, it looked like simultaneous contact.
Okay.
I had an overhead view on. It looked like it hit both balls at the same time, so it wasn't a foul in my opinion.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
What did you guys think?
Well, it went that quick. That's why
It was
it
fast.
made me.
Looking at the pace, the red moves. The only thing that made me think it didn't hit the yellow a lot first because the red wouldn't have got out as much.
Yeah.
I don't have replays at the minute, but
Yeah, that's okay.
I would say from an overhead view, I would say it looked like simultaneous contact.
It's okay. I'll play it. Yeah.
Is that all right?
Yeah, that's better. Yeah.
That's my call. I was watching from above.
Yeah. Okay.
All
Thanks,
right.
mate.
I've actually, you're still being mic'd in here, but I've turned the monitoring off because we were getting reverb.
Ah,
The
right.
microphone
With
was
your
picking
one.
up from the TV.
Yes,
And
gotcha.
it was echoing.
Yep.
So I can't hear you, boys. So if you need anything, just give me a.
Give you a.
Yeah.
Yep. So we'll do. What are we going to do? A yap.
Yeah, yeah, all
A
right.
yap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, boys. But yeah, in my opinion, boys, and I think the chat opinions is that was simultaneous
Okay.
contact.
Yeah.
All right.
Yep.
If you need any breaks or anything as well,
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, so I just told the boys there I think it was simultaneous contact, no foul, because we had the overhead view on. I've turned the monitoring off in here so I can't hear them because I don't want to get the reverb. Hopefully that is helping the echo you guys were experiencing. So yeah, back to the game. It's in the balance here. It's on a bit of a knife edge, and it's a big game, as I said here. This one for Nona. Yeah, it's a clever shot, but he does have the quite easy straight double across the table. And that's his bread and butter. Nona, he loves a bit of the spectacular shots. What's he aiming up for here? Yeah, he didn't look like he was lined up properly for that. He sort of rushed into that shot a little bit. So yeah, that could be a costly error, that one. This is tricky, but I think Tim is not gonna have any significant problems here. And he's just steeled into a 3-0 lead. Not what Nona wanted at this stage. So we're going to have to see a bit of resolve here from Pete. Against Will, this was role reversal in the game against Will. It was actually Nona from memory that steamed into an early lead and kept it. So we're going to have to see here Pete's resilience. Um, I mean, I back him. I reckon he can get right back into this. He's a quality player, and he loves the pressure. I heard him talking before when they were warming up. He's experienced a lot of adversity, and he will have resilience. So this is shaping up to be a good encounter. Let's just hope that Timmy doesn't run away from here. So Timmy to break. Yep, and he's lost the white. All right, so Pete really needs to take this chance now. I'd say he's got. I'd say reds are better, but it's really a matter of opinion here. He selected yellows, and there's nothing wrong with yellows. I actually thought that yellow was hampered at the top left behind that red, but it's obviously not. We can see from this camera angle, so he's looking pretty good here. He's avoided that traffic nicely. There's a couple of different ways to go about this. He can take the yellow in the middle, but there's a bit of traffic to contend with. And that could have happened. So he's made this a little bit harder now. Yeah, he cues the ball fantastically well. So I was expecting him there to just cue that in and suck back up the rail. But maybe it's a sign of he's just not properly flowing as yet. He needs to get this first frame on the board, I think, Nona. Well, he's given Nona a few chances here, Timmy. So does he take this top right yellow now? Does he? And if he does he just take his medicine, punch it out a little bit under that red? Do you want to get too fancy here? Yeah, I know what Jerry would be saying. That's one of his favorite terms. Just take your medicine. Yeah, that's worked out okay. It could be troublesome for the black after he puts his yellow. Let's hope not. The angle is a bit acute. He's done really well there. Nah, he's played a blinder there. Don't worry about what I say. He's just got to drain this to the middle, keep his nerve, take his time this time. He didn't last time. And that's a great shot. No pressure. What is pressure? Well done, Pete. You're on the board. Jesus, he trusted the table there. He trusted them middle pockets, as Richard Flynn would say. We've got the bucket middle pockets, but he just cued right through that, and yeah, he smashed that in the next week. So it's 3-1. Hey Vanessa. Good afternoon. You're going to be on again soon, or on soon against Mr. Bernie. I think that's happening in April sometime. Well, definitely we need to get more girls on. We had a good period there where we were getting Bobby Joe on, Katrina, Jen Blood. But yeah, we want to make this a project for everyone to get involved in, to get themselves out there and to showcase what you can do. So yeah, girls, add yourself to the page and just ask me and I'll organize a contest or call someone out. Even call a guy out, whatever you want to do. But yeah, we want this to be fair with everyone. I actually like watching a lot of the girls play. I really enjoy watching Katrina play. Katrina and Bobby Joe. Like, Bobby Joe was on fire in her first game, and yeah, Katrina was just a different animal in their game. She was pretty much playing some flawless pool. Great to watch. I'm sure you'll agree. Anyone that's seen it, if you didn't, watch it back. But yeah, girls, come on board, please. All right, so Nona is on yellows. Yeah, the table's not running slow. I'm pretty happy with it now. It looks like it's running better. We had that bit of humidity, all those downpours, and I reckon it affected the table a little bit with just the precipitation in the air. But I've ironed it, brushed it a few times last night, and I've ironed it, napped it. So she seems to be running well now, thankfully. Oh, I forgot to put my bed on. I'm a big Essendon fan. I just remembered with all this messing around this morning, I forgot to get my multis on, which is a bit of a bummer. Oh, a big shout out as well to the locals representing the southeast up at the Nationals in Blackball. It's been some great quality pool up there. Yeah, and good luck to all those teams in finals today, and all the boys and girls we know playing singles as well. So this is another one of these shots, bit contentious. And again, I think that's simultaneous contact. Yeah, I'll just go and say it. Yeah, that was all good boys as well. That shot was fine.
Thank you, mate. Cheers. All right.
Alright, just letting the boys know that that was simultaneous contact again, because we had the better view. We're going to have to wire up the instant replay. I've been saying it every time. I've just got so much other shit on. There's a few things I want to do. I've got like a list of things I'm writing down to strengthen the experience of watching. So yeah, there's a few mic issues. Obviously, I want to get sort of a few audio issues, and the instant replay is a big one, and I want to have the red and yellow balls so we can tell who's on what on the scoreboard. Yeah, he's taking the plant there. I've heard a lot of dialogue about the plants. I always loved the plants, but I've been listening to the Albury commentary and some other just quips from good players, and I the sort of the impression that I get from the better players is they absolutely don't like going anywhere near plants, because they can sort of cause a bit of chaos and they're a bit unpredictable. So I've tried to learn from that, but it's a part of my game that I actually enjoy. Probably being a sort of shitter standard player, having those spectacular shots probably makes you feel a bit better about yourself when you drain them. But percentage wise, I'd probably have to agree they're not the best shots unless they're totally standard. So yeah. But anyway, Timmy just took it on and it worked well. The plant worked well. He's in prime position here. I think he might select that this right at the bottom right of the screen as we see it. And then maybe screw back. Yeah, and he's cueing well. He's trusting himself there. That's a great shot. It's a wonderful shot. And he's straight on this red, straight on the other red, and then he should be fat on the black if he keeps playing to the standard he's been playing at. Yes, Markeisha Draper, we can definitely do doubles. We can do mixed doubles. We can do boys v girls. We can do whatever we want to do. We can set that up. Just come onto the Facebook page or the Messenger group and just ask and you will receive. Alright, so he just needs to keep his nerve here, Timmy. This is going to complete another great out for him. He's been on fire today. Yep, Keisha and Jerry. I wouldn't mind going with maybe Katrina or something. Alright, he's finished that. He's finished that well. He's on fire, this bloke. It's going to be hard for Nona to get back into this. I hope he can, from a sporting perspective. We don't want to see a whitewash, or not a whitewash. We don't want to see a massacre. But I'm definitely confident that Nona's going to get back into this game. Is the echoing better there, by the way, guys, if anyone's watching? I've turned off the monitoring in here to the TV, so hopefully you can hear me and you can hear them at the same time. And is it a good idea? Do I keep the camera or the microphone on in that room? Is it better? We'll gauge that throughout the day. We'll see what people think. Definitely for the big boys, I think it's good to have them commentating their own shots and stuff if it arises. It's just really good insight for us lesser players, or even you better players, whatever. Thanks, Vanessa. Right, that's a big break. Alright, I'm loud. I could probably decrease my microphone a little bit. Or maybe I'm just loud in general. I'm a loud person. I'll turn my microphone down a bit. Hopefully that's a bit better for you. And I will turn them up a bit. We'll see how that works. So I've turned the boys up a bit in there. Let me know if this is better. Okay, so Tim, that's uncharacteristic, that miss from Tim.
Come to think about it.
And Nona, I mean, he's in an okay spot. He's got that top right red hampered, or blocked, should I say, semi-blocked. But this is where he comes into his own, Nona. He's good at creating stuff that wasn't there. Like, he's very creative. He's a flair player. Oh, hang on. I was talking shit. Sorry, it was I should have been paying attention. The table's just been locked. So, Nona's actually yellows and he's looking in a very good spot. Got Logie on the phone. Logie.
Shot.
Alright guys, so I'm going to have to go and pick Logie up. What I'm going to do is I'm going to just turn the microphone on fully up in the pool room. Like this. And I'm turn my mic off. I'm just going to go to the train station and pick Logie up. So, back in 5 minutes. Boys, I'm just going to pick Logan up. My daughter's just doing the score.
Oh, yeah, no worries, mate.
I've got the microphone on here, okay?
So you'll be here in how long?
I'll be 5 minutes. And then you want to bring up to this guy?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
So, well, they can hear us now?
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah.
Alright. I'll wait then. I'll wait for a few minutes. I'll wait until his frame's over.
I'm not on a ball after that shot. I'm on a cut, I guess.
Yeah.
Gee, it's a bit unlucky there.
Yeah. It was the right shot to do.
Yeah. Yeah, just not really. That is a great shot. Very clever, mate. Decent enough.
Sorry, I've just been commentating and the mic's been turned off. Yeah, I decided just to wait for a couple of minutes to pick Logie up, and these boys are going to have a break after this frame. So Nona would want to get this to 4-2. He doesn't want to be looking at a 5-1 deficit during the break. Mick, is that background noise? Is it still high? I turned the mic right up there because I left for them. But it might be picking up everything. Alright, so we got to think here. Timmy's in a very good spot again. Yeah, I know, Richie. Maybe even ask Jerry. Is he on his way there, Rich? If you want. So he's got one hard shot here. I think he's just going to roll through, or is he going to screw back? Either one. It's one tricky shot. I'd be rolling through. Yep. No, he's not as straight as he would like to be on that. He's going to probably have to opt for soft screw or go up and down. No, that's probably easier than it looks on the overhead. Yeah, he's just soft screw off that. Yeah. No, that's pretty good. It's pretty good. He's got to concentrate on his pot here, and he's got a big lead. No comment, Richard. All right, and there we have it, 5-1. Right, we're just going to take a break.
Huge.
Why it's not so cool?
I wonder if it's I thought it was only going to be about 20 degrees today. It's hotter than that in here. It's only 21 outside.
Yeah, it's not bad. I mean, pretty cool. Considering most.
I think it's best to open everything up because you can get in there with a heat.
Hey?
Do you, yeah, we can have a break.
Yeah, have a break. Yeah. Wouldn't want a break.
Yeah, break up.
Yeah.
Thanks, mate. You got a biscuit or something, have you? Maybe have a tea.
Hey Logan, are you at the station? Sorry mate, we just had to wait for them to take a break. Timmy's going to come and pick you up, I think. Timmy Morrison. Alright. Can you just, could you just be standing on the roadside? Like, one stop on the roadside of the station. What side are you? Yeah, big side of the road. Opposite side of the road. Which one is the number over or what's the number? one, but it's really nice compliment. I'll be there for the year anymore.
Yeah, no, Timmy seems like pretty cool, man. Yeah, I was like, I think that was I think Jerry said he was going to leave at 2:30 too. Do you have the sound up in there then when we're playing, or could you hear us talk?
New hot cross bun flavoured desserts have arrived at Macca's. Creamy, custardy, fruity, hot cross bun flavoured pie and McFlurry, here for a limited time only. Afternoons just got sweeter at Macca's. Available at participating restaurants.
Feeling good after that banger? Now imagine how good you'll feel after recycling your way to the bank with Victoria's Container Deposit Scheme. It's good for the planet, your community, and your pocket. It's only 10 cents, but trust me, you'll feel like $1,000,000.
Discover Spotify's niche mixes, where personalized playlists take a creative spin. With access to tens of thousands of unique mixes tailored to your taste and interests, there's always something new to explore. Whether you're looking for motivation, relaxation, or celebration, find it all in the search tab. Tap to try it now for free.
That's all right. Well, they knew he's hiding somewhere.
Yes, what can I do for you?
Let's see if we got the facts straight. Gets me to San Francisco just in time to catch the next boat for Yokohama. Well, I knew he's hiding somewhere.
day, everybody.
Just introduce yourself. It's on
Oh, it
there.
wasn't on?
No,
Is
it's
it
on.
on now?
Yeah.
Oh, well, hello everyone. Apparently that was all lost to time and space. I'm Logan. I've just shown up. And
I'm
here
Jerry, so I don't give a shit what you think about me.
There you go. That might be an indication of things to come. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. Rooney's just gone out into the tram to do some work.
Yeah, we're having like sound difficulties, like echoing inside the room with players talking, whereas in here it's like a little bit quiet, so we're trying to make it more even, like we're not sure what's better suited.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Fair enough. So Timmy's 5-1 up. I've not seen much of Nona play.
Well, Nona played Will Armstead the first time he played here, and absolutely potted every ball possible, and beat him 11-4.
Oh wow, okay. Well, that makes sense because going into this, I would think Timmy's quite a clear favourite.
Yeah,
but
like
I didn't know that.
I warned Peter Nona. I go, you're in for a bit of a tougher match. Tim's more experienced than Will, and you know, been around the game a long time.
Mhm. Yeah, Timmy's just class in general. You don't see much of him. He plays. Does he play DDPL?
He plays. He's the president of Seppel.
Oh, okay, he plays Seppel.
I don't. He might have played leagues before, mate. I'm not quite sure. Like I've been out of the game for a while, so.
I just see him every now and then at the weekend comps, and he's always a class act there.
Yeah, he cues a good ball.
Soft spoken. It's one of those, Teddy Roosevelt types. Speak softly, carry a big stick. That's Timmy. So in this frame, we've got Timmy just at the table now.
Shit. Don't worry about me, boys.
Oh, we just briefly saw our face there on the street. Yeah, okay, so he's going to be running this ball down nearest the yellow, and that's his biggest problem. The rest of it's just going to be getting the white on the right lines to address his remaining balls. This is the critical shot here.
Because he probably wants to be on the top one, doesn't he? Oh, he's on reds.
He's missed that country mile. Yeah, after that, there's sort of a lot of ways to go about it. The next biggest problem after that was the two balls that are lined up into the same pocket.
See, this is the pace Peter played against Will. He
Just
played at
real quick.
that speed really quick,
But
and
getting
it was getting everything.
That's very intimidating.
Yeah, intimidating, and but what I've seen so far is Pete's sort of flustered by the way Tim's just playing slow, nice pace,
Yeah, there's often value in that if you can cause your opponent to change pace,
Change
from
their
what
style.
they're usually doing.
That's right.
Yeah, there's a lot of value to that. But you don't want to go too far with it, where you're then disrupting your own game. So it's just helpful that Timmy's game is naturally like that, very methodical.
Yeah.
So yeah, he'd rather not have to play a plant on the two that are closest to his hand. He'd rather land on them individually. So now he's done that. It's a question of if he can get the white out here without colliding into anything. I don't think that's possible.
I think he'll just roll this in, go for the shot in the middle.
Yeah, if that's on, that's definitely the way. Other option is screwing into the yellow. Just because the collision with it it's hard to imagine it going poorly. He's just judged the cannon there. It's not
too bad.
nothing wrong with
He
that,
takes
yeah.
a long down, long bottom, down the bottom
I
corner.
wonder if he'll play the ball, long now, or because both options can get him on that top ball. The one, at the other end of the table.
Now, Logan, if he plays red down the bottom corner and he hits the black, just say runs into the black, push the black a little bit over, would that be a good?
Oh, that shot?
Yeah.
I don't like that because if you hit the black into the rail, suddenly it's a lot more difficult.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like this, playing the ball to the middle and landing on this ball that was isolated. He's missed it, but That red probably goes to this pocket that's to the bottom left.
Well, Pete can get all these.
Yeah, let's see if he...
Probably not the kiss he wanted.
No, that's actually a real bad result. He's not... Not sure what was said there by Rooney. Oh no, he was on this. No, that was fine. Yeah, he can still get these. He's gonna need to... He may have to play the... No, that might be too thin. The cut on the bottom here. Or maybe a double. There are safety options. But if the way you've described Peter, I'm not sure if he's much of a safety player.
Nah, he likes to attack, but I think being 5-1 down, he's going to have to start thinking a little bit.
Yeah, well, you can just roll onto the yellow. That's the bottom of the three, the leftmost one of the three at the top. It's funny, we played the other night. I hit a Chinese 8-ball with Sean Walpole and AJ Moshingo, and one thing noticed is just talking about the game is so much easier when all the balls are numbered. In this one, we're like, oh yeah, the ball towards the middle, third across. It's like the 2 ball.
Yeah, the 2 ball.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sean was telling me how to hit him, Johnny.
It's quite fun, the Chinese 8-ball.
Not easy.
Yeah, I was actually hitting quite nice and finding it pretty easy, to be honest. Alright. Now that Timmy's got a dead ball, I went, oh Jesus. That's actually quite a result he's got there, but he's missed that by a fair way. You got to at least feather once.
Yeah, he's not playing like he did the first time. I don't know what it is.
Might be the
He
pressure
might
Timmy's
have
put
a
on
good, yeah,
already.
true, but
Timmy's just going to make sure both of these balls are set up, because Peter's still got quite an awkward ball there that's on the rail near the middle. Timmy's just going to play the pot instead. Most likely he's going to land on a double here. No, he's gone an extraction, and that's the risk, I guess, with that shot.
costly.
Yeah, I mean, he's quite stiff to pick the gap, the only gap where that happens.
Yeah.
To me, it shows Tim must be feel real good to actually go for a shot like that, though.
See, I didn't understand that shot there. He could just roll that in, roll the yellow in the middle.
I think he was trying to nudge it off the rail. It might be more awkward than...
Sure.
Can you grab the top view there? Oh, yeah, no, he definitely should have just rolled that in. They linked up quite nice.
Yeah.
If you just rolled that in. As it turns out, I think he's landed pretty good on it. You'll just have to play the other ball long.
Play snooker.
Oh, maybe that was harder than it looked, but it looked just quite easy. But this is quite a good shot. See, the yellow being to the left of the middle is critical here, because it means Tim is less likely to leave Peter off his ball after he hits one of his.
Now, would he be aiming for the back one?
I think I'm going 3 or 4 rails here.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
trying to hit the one close to the pocket.
It's more likely to... Oh no, he's just... Oh yeah, I didn't even see the 2-rail one. I'm looking at 4 rails. I didn't even see the obvious 2-rail one. But yeah, I'm not sure about Tim. You just got to play something.
What I've seen so far, Peter really needs his frame.
Well, it's hard to imagine him not getting these. He's not perfect on this black, but you know, these are the blacks you got to get. So see the confidence builder here. He smashed every ball in and then rolled that. Usually when people do that, they miss, but he's nailed it in the centre of the hole. So
that's 5-2
for
Tim.
So since the break, Peter's won every frame. Oh, we got snacks here. Might indulge in some snackage.
Just don't chew while you're on the microphone.
Yeah.
Ball.
Don't masticate. There's the word of the day.
Yes.
Not on.
Can't we say it online, Jerry? She's referring to there.
Who?
Vanessa. Oh, we can't say it online, Jerry. Now, why did I jumble the words up?
What can't I say?
The iPad, the score pad's not on.
Oh,
John Rooney,
I don't know how to turn on.
the iPad isn't on in the room.
it's not of great importance. I mean, unless the players forget the score. Interesting. Yeah, the amount of cords we've got in this setup here, Rooney's power bill is going to be gargantuan. Yeah, what can't we say? Let's start thinking of things we can't say and say them.
How about we delete everything we try, like just minimise everything and be really etiquette.
Oh yeah, really formal.
Yeah, really formal.
That's
What a majestical shot.
break. Majestical.
Majestical.
I'm not sure what Timmy's going for. Is he going this thing cut? Yeah, he is. Yeah, I see. So we fancied the yellows. Yeah, it's difficult to deal with the two reds at the. Well, I wouldn't think so. I would think the top red passes the ball. Can I get the other camera view, please? Oh, no, it might just. So those reds are certainly able to be dealt with at the top end of the table. But either way, both players have tried for the yellows here. Now Peter's got them. The dog's just opened the door. So it's going to be finding a way to address the top end of the table here.
Interesting.
Yeah, I'd be looking at safety options here, but what exactly would I be playing? You can go off the top rail into the yellow at the top right. So
yeah,
try and hit that on the top side as we see it there, so that the white goes to the top rail and the yellow goes in the way of the red. He's just going to pot another ball. This is what you generally don't want to be doing, is potting
taking
balls.
soldiers off the table.
Yeah, especially in this rule set. You can't just cover a hole and that ball be working overtime for you. Each ball can only serve a sort of certain amount of purpose. So each one you remove gives you less utility in the
I remember you saying when you were here commentating last time, it's good to have a cluster of balls. So, like Tim's got those reds there.
Yeah.
For instance, so it makes it hard for Peter to pot out.
Yeah. And a strategy Tim could employ. Oh well, it looks like they're going to get moved. That's quite a good shot. He's made both of them on. The top one's a lot more difficult, but yeah. But so say if that game were to go on and if Peter potted his loose yellow and there were just those two yellows there, there's a lot of value in getting more reds up there.
That's right.
It's harder for him to hit them, and it's easier for you to extract them later.
That's right. It gives you different options.
A lot of options. Makes it hard for them and easier for you, which is always good. That's quite crafty there by Tim, I believe. He's forcing. Yeah. This looks real close. If it's touching, I don't think it's great for Tim because Peter can play a nice little safety.
Don't know if the cut's on. I don't think so.
If it's touching, you can pot the red, just clean.
Yeah, absolutely.
And try and leave an awkward white, which will mean all these balls are sort of on. They're tricky, but on.
Ooh.
Oh, this is almost certainly going to be. Oh, no, must have been more gap. You can really tell the push. The white zips off a lot more.
Yeah.
Unnaturally.
They look like they just clipped off anyway.
Mm. saw Michael Scarry put up his video on the, when there's a ball.
Oh, it's
over
the
hole
three. There's
and
three, yeah. The 3 foul rule.
It's an interesting argument he presented there.
It'll be a talked about issue, for sure.
The point I've sort of made is it says in the rules you need to make an attempt. It gives no indication of quality at all.
That's right.
So my argument's always been the rule exists just so you can't just kill your opponent's ball on a rail or something when you're fouled.
That's right.
Right? That's why the rule is there. So that's what it means is you have to make an attempt. So in the situation where the black's over the hole and you can't progress the frame, it's sort of on the guy snookering to cause the stalemate rather than you to actually make decent attempts.
Yeah.
Hopefully that's how it'll get ruled in the future.
I mean, Jake McCartney, he came down to Pockets one day and just come watch the Thursday Night League.
Mm-hmm.
And he sat there and he watched some shots, like people were deliberately like going up and down, landing short, you know, because they're too afraid to hit the ball. But you can't can't call loss of frame or whatever. And he's like in ultimate pool, you 100% lose because, for instance, he said if you got a black on the pocket and the red was near it, and there was a tight gap between it, and you're on the black and you're going up and down the table trying to hit that black, he'd have a dip at the black regardless if he hit the red first.
Well,
he wouldn't try to land short, you know what I mean?
Interesting that he said that because there is an example from Ultimate Pool, I think it's Jordan Shepherd and Mick Hill, where the attempts are not even remotely close at all. There's a quarter table short and it's never called or even considered. And Mick Hill just plays the stalemate and they move on. So it's interesting that he said that in Ultimate Pool they do something that they don't do in Ultimate Pool.
Well, that was the first year, like, you know what I mean?
Maybe
So,
they adjusted it.
Yeah, I don't know, but
because when Gus came, Jake came over and said something similar when Gus was playing Robbo.
Yeah, you got to get close.
And that's what caused Gus to have the attempt where he actually potted the black. But I don't think Gus was ever obligated to do that. But I mean, maybe Jake knows more about it than I do. But I'm just going off an example I saw at Ultimate Pool.
Tim's actually looking alrighty if he can get the black out.
Yeah, Tim's done quite nice. The black will go to the middle, I would have thought. The top middle and one it's nearest to.
Yeah.
The awkward one is going to be the transition from the ball that's currently on the rail in this top here. It's hard to get much movement up the table from that ball, although that might be a way to do it. McCartney never said that. What did he never say? Which part? Because Jerry and I both said things that he said. Because the thing I said he said is actually on stream and you can more or less hear it. So. Yeah, Tim landing straight here is actually quite handy. You can get up the table. Oh, yeah, thanks Raj for elaborating not at all. Are you struggling to read that, Jerry? You can probably see it on the computer.
Nah.
How many people we got watching? How many of you out there? Make yourselves known in the old chat here, and we'll respond. We'll be nice, I promise. As long as you're nice to us.
Try and pop this up with black.
What's that? Someone's vibrator going off. Tim's done himself a mischief here. Oh, he's almost got a result there, but Peter should certainly get this frame. It should be... Oh, he's fouled. Oh, well then...
Yeah, I was going to say, do you think he hit the black first?
I didn't quite see it, but... Yeah, well, you got to be getting these yellows now. Why would you play it like this?
When you play it straight down the corner.
Just play it in the pocket. That's not a missable shot. Jeez, he's managed to even miss that. That's a bizarre bizarre way of playing it. He's also landed the white real awkward because he wanted to just be on the yellow to this bottom left and then middle and then black.
Yeah, you only need to play a lot of short screw and you pretty much game.
That was ages ago.
Sorry, boys, I missed. But now you can leave me. I missed what you were saying because I was setting things up.
The iPad's off.
The iPad's off. All right, I'll go and check that. But you were talking about the shots from Albury last week, weren't you?
Yeah.
Have you been following Scary's?
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw the video.
What do you think about the?
I like his solution, but it's also not necessary because there's, well, as I explained, there's no requirement for you to make even a decent attempt. You can just roll up halfway the table and that should be good enough. The rule exists so that you're not actively killing your opponent's ball on the rail instead
wins the frame.
of going for your shot.
Yeah.
So in that scenario where you as, say, Robbo, know your opponent is never ever going to get near that black, you then need to make the stalemate happen.
Yeah. So I think there is merit in this solution. That
Scary's solution makes it heavily favour the player not on the black. So if you want to do that, then that's fine.
What I'm ultimately asking is, should we, in a little medium like this, would it be worth trying it for some of the matches to see if it actually works?
I wouldn't.
I wouldn't either. I don't think it'd pop up too much anyway.
No, it's quite rare, and Scary's rule can come up in multiple situations, I think.
It is? It's just because I was just Celtic. What's the worst it could? Yeah.
That was in response to what you guys said when you first came up. It's not funny anymore than my past. I don't know what we were talking about.
I have no idea either.
Okay. That happens again. Shouldn't be switching so hot, but if it does, the password is Celtic.
John Rooney's just fixing a scoreboard inside.
Boys, is it, you got the final and shit? Yeah. You okay? Yeah, we're good. Alright. Bye. Back to Tom. Good.
Yeah, Peter's got to start getting a few frames on the board here.
Yeah, sorry, I never got no sound in the tram. So basically, you reckon there's some holes in the solution, but it's got merit?
No, Scary's solution has no holes. It's fine. Scary's solution's actually, it also makes the game faster. It just heavily favours the player with the more balls.
I like it. I watched the video this morning, and I reckon it's a good solution.
Yeah, I like it too.
Maybe we could try it for a match if someone agrees to it.
Oh, but that I don't know about because
there's money on the table.
No, I just think it's weird changing one rule that's really uncommon. You know, I mean, golden break is. I don't even really like that when people bring that in. I just think it's weird because it sort of becomes an afterthought, and then it happens, and you go, "Oh, I remember now. We're playing this slightly different rule."
I know it'd be a shit way to lose.
Yeah.
Alright, boys. I just wanted to interject that and see your thoughts. Thanks.
Yeah, no worries. Ask the people, though. You know, ask the viewers.
Yeah, maybe ask them a few times throughout the day.
The thing about the golden break though, like if you actually it was at the TAB. Now, what odds would you give it?
Oh.
That's what I'm saying. You know what I mean? Like it's uncommon. It's not a thing you see like every day. You know what I mean? Me and you could play 1,000 games, not pot of black.
That's what I think makes it worse.
Off the break,
when it's like uncommon and then it does happen.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, whatever that happened. I lost a frame to nothing.
Yeah.
Or I won a frame just for free. I mean, I guess you'll love it when you win it, but.
But if you learned a common skill to do it all the time, I tell you, that'd be crazy. Interesting. Shot there by Peter.
Yeah, I wonder if Timmy can find if he plays the turnover here on the red near the black to the yellow at the top left.
Those two dead yellows don't help Pete too much.
Yeah, that's why I don't mind the turnover. The thing with the turnover though is you don't want to be able to leave a counter turnover on,
Yeah,
because
that's
then
right.
you're just down a ball.
One of them days in the scoreboard, I'm gonna have to go in.
So if I was playing that turnover, Timmy's not, but if I was, I'd be hitting it a lot harder to... See, he's trying to get his dead balls out, but he's just created a bunch of dead balls there. I like the idea though. That's a common thing you do, is if you can't quite see your dead ball on a rail, you hit
Get
one of
him
your,
out,
you
yeah.
just hit one of your balls into it. Apparently Peter needs his bunny and coke to get going. No, I'm good.
Brilliant.
Whiskey.
Good stuff, is it?
Yeah.
John,
Yes. You should know. If you want to talk Pepsi Max, it's in there. I've got all time the farm with them.
next frame.
It's all sounding better now, guys.
Okay, cool.
It's just when we monitor, I was monitoring it through the TV, almost like a baby monitor, so we can hear exactly what's going on, but the problem is the sound comes out there, it picks up in the microphone, it reverbs and it all rotates.
Yeah.
Okay.
It echoes a lot.
So it's really good that we can hear, but we need to find out, even if we can get those headphones, that one of us wears headphones and then we can just hear the sound, and then it's not going to pick it up in the mic.
Oh, okay. Timmy tried to play a turnover a minute ago and hit Peter's ball out instead, and now Peter's in a good spot here, I'd say. Timmy's going to need to find a decent turnover. Well, yeah, if Timmy finds a decent turnover, he can make it so that all his balls are on. The problem is the black's going to be still a bit awkward. And yeah, now it looks like he's kind of having a dip here. He's using a bunch of balls before he makes this turnover happen. But the advantage Timmy's got is Peter's got two very difficult balls to deal with on the top rail there. Well, I'd say the one nearest the hole is not hard to deal with because they're quite generous down the rails here. But the one nearest, nearest Tim's hand at the moment, that's quite a difficult.
Is Tim cutting this across?
Looks like he was double, yeah. Oh, he's
trying to play a skill shot.
dislodged the dead ball.
Actually got a great result for that.
Yeah, all his balls are on now. He's spat everything out of the way. He's got one less dead ball now, so if he can actually get this ball in here, which he has, these are quite gettable. The yellow, once played off the red at the top left, makes a pocket for the other two yellows. It's just after that shot he's got to get the white over to this side, and which he can now do. He's got big angle. That's...
He played it like firmly, like he probably tried to go into the two yellows, I think.
No, I think
maybe that was his thinking.
Even getting to this side of the table was good.
Yeah, getting on the ball near the black, is that what you're saying?
Yeah, on any of them. There's nothing wrong with the pace. He's just not stunned it when he needed to, and he's not hit the red when he would have liked to.
Yeah.
Now Timmy really should be getting there. See, this is an interesting spot where I might have played the two down the table first.
I
and
agree.
Used
And
one
then
of those two to get onto the black.
I agree.
I think that's a little bit. Even though conventional wisdom is get the two balls closer to the black to last, in this spot they're kind of more awkward just because of the yellow blocking them. So now it's quite awkward for Timmy, but it's certainly still gettable. I think this red does go to any pocket.
I think it's about pace here.
100%. Same for the middle, is he?
It went too high.
Oh, this is still okay actually. Just gonna have a longer black. You sort of soft screw this a little to avoid the middle, unless it just naturally is avoiding the middle, and you just
Take your medicine.
yeah, you have to. Yeah, he soft screwed it, and he's just missed it.
So he's just probably just making the pot there, and even if he did leave himself a bit of an angle on the black, you're first on the black anyway and having a dip at it. Should have made sure of the pot.
Can I just take this opportunity to congratulate Jerry on his top 32 spot over in Albury?
Thanks, mate.
Well done,
Appreciate
Jerry.
it.
Great to see you getting back to somewhere near your best again. Hope you really enjoyed your weekend.
Oh, it was a great weekend. It's good over there.
Who ended up getting you?
Kent Beaumont. He actually, to be honest with you, I had a bit of a mental breakdown.
Oh, really?
I was 2-0 up. I missed the black to win. Should have won 3-0.
Oh, right.
And then lost 3-2. And Josh Gorski actually had a good chat to me for a while and sort of explained to me, play a shot at a time. Don't worry about it, But it kept playing through my head. After you lose a frame, you just mental toughness, and that's a big part of anyone's game, You got to learn how to keep that mental toughness through the game.
Yeah, for sure.
And keep going. And lately I've been concentrating on that. It's just fixing that part of my game, trying to get better. I mean, potting as well, naturally, but
When you're doing something right, man, you're going in the right direction.
I'm trying.
Have you had any big showings, any of these majors, Logie?
Oh, not really. I think 32 is my highest.
32, what was that in?
Geelong this year.
Oh, yeah. Well done on that.
Yeah, but you've only been playing like three or 4 years, yeah, your legs.
Oh, yeah, I've played 4 of them, I think.
Yeah.
And, I mean, Albury, first Albury I played, I lost second round to Josh Gorski, and then the next Albury I played, I lost first round to Jason Tanaskovic.
No, wow, two very good players, mate.
Blackball, didn't he?
Yeah, you just
Well,
won.
Tanaskovic is very good.
Yeah, I didn't know much about him until he beat Dixon, yeah?
Yeah, he did. He beat him 9-7. He was 10 was 5-4 up, and I think Jason ran 4 racks in a row. I wasn't watching it
That's
super
a great
closely,
shot by Peter.
but I just saw him. Oh, another frame, and Ken always had all his balls left. So
So better just got to stun that and just come up the table.
That wouldn't be
it's fine. Just load it up. I mean, he's fine.
I know, but you know what I mean?
Like
Like, you just a little bit of complication.
Yeah.
Didn't need it. But that's fine.
Alright, there you go. 6-3.
So win the Pete. Keep fighting. That's all we can keep doing.
Yeah. King Jerry has passed away. Yeah, good. Our King Jim. I've been summoned.
You go King Gary?
Thank you. Sir, I only asked you about 10 hours ago, but it's all good.
I told him I was going to interrupt your friend, I wouldn't have minded.
It's done.
Well, I'm going to retire my chambers.
I guess could be, yeah, I'm fine.
Retire to your chambers. Does that mean the tram?
Yeah.
Alright.
You've got a rash in you.
The actual Pornhub.
Oh, right. Cool Dakota. to break. Look at him with his stance there. Really gearing up. Alright, so he's got the red. And the reds look quite... Well, they're gettable. I wouldn't call them anything other than that. Just because this first shot, if he can jack up and stun this shot in, which is not an easy shot, but if he nails that, the reds are not that difficult. Also, he's top screw and done that. Now they're a bit trickier. Because if you could stop the white there, you could play the ball middle and then play the ball down here, and then there's not too many complications after that. As it is, looks like he's going to have to play this cut to the middle and lose the white a little bit. As he can control a nice cannon.
Interesting.
Oh no, he might just be setting this up or cutting it down.
Cut down rail.
Oh, is he face down?
Double, mate.
No, he's
down.
Yeah. The way he was gearing up there looks double like.
The only reason I thought of that, I've gone, well, he's probably playing, if I make the pot, I cover the black. If I don't make it, I'll cover the black, sorry.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So.
Oh, Peter's just, I think he's on this double. Which is nailed.
Yeah.
Oh, I hope that goes. I don't think it does. I don't know if much thought went into the...
Peter's starting to loosen up a bit, too.
Yeah. So you're going to have to take this pot on, this cut on the length of the table. Oh yeah, you took on that cut. Well, let's just let Timmy... Merry Christmas here. I wonder if
Do you play the plant?
I wonder if you will. Yeah, that looks simple enough that you'd probably play it. Alternatively...
You probably don't have to be honest with you.
Yeah, and if you don't have to play a plant, you just wouldn't. But the other ball that is near here, it looks quite difficult to get anywhere off that ball. If the yellow wasn't there, you're naturally just rolling it in and coming to this side and then picking them off one by one. But he's really got to screw this back, I think, and get down the table.
Go around them.
If he can get down to this red on the middle, but I don't think he's straight enough for that. Oh, that's actually not bad. Oh no, it's terrible. Oops.
Don't think he wanted that.
Yeah, I think you just needed to take the plant on there. Your life is going to be a bit easier. Like, that could have been your last shot to get on the black. That ball. And you could be playing the black from right there. Now you may just have to set this ball up and leave the white on the top rail. Hope that's good enough.
Yeah, if you want contact on that red.
Because you can't really leave that there. It just seems better for yellow. Because the yellow looks potable to the top pocket, whereas the red doesn't look potable to really anywhere. What's he doing instead here? Keeping it going. Maybe the red does go somewhere.
They might be on in that top corner. I'm not sure.
Well, he might be able to cut this ball back to the middle and hit the yellow. It's a thin cutback.
What, into the pack, you think? The two balls?
Yeah, cut this yellow back to the middle and then hit the two balls that are...
Yeah.
Oh,
just missed it.
Just missed it. I feel like you played bottom there. That wasn't necessary.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah, it goes to the middle.
It was a right shot. Just
for sure.
Execution.
Now he's going to have to hide. Set up and hide.
It's hard to tell with this view if it's on down the bottom, you know.
I would feel pretty confident it's not on there.
He's taking a hard look at it. Nah. Oh, wow.
Oh, well, if it's onto the middle, then it's 100% on down there.
That's absolutely. If he's looking there.
Oh, well, actually, never mind. They're kind of different. I wouldn't think so. Wow, he's overcut it. Wow, talk about deceiving camera angles.
That's what I'm saying. It's really deceiving, this one sometimes. Especially the overhead. Like you think you can see better, but
that was not needed. Those balls went.
But this is what Peter done. Like I said against Will, he played it really fast paced, and everything was working for him.
Jesus.
Yeah. Now you say that, but he just started knocking them in. You know what I mean? Like he just gets on a flow.
He's got an arc on the white there he didn't want with the top. And now he's looking at these balls go.
It's definitely close.
I can't imagine that goes. He needs to play this ball down here and then play a nice
Take the top one.
done off, pick them off one at a time. But yeah, these could have been quite straightforward actually if he just got the white a bit further. Well, that's worked out very well. Well, not really.
If he makes a rail ball, not really.
Yeah, but the rail, these shots are never easy. And the advantage is if it's missed, it does look like Peter will be able to get them. Nice position on the yellow to the top there. Well, this might cover the black. Pocket weight, the old inner over. That okay, but just not quite good enough.
Really good.
Looks like Peter's on the bottom yellow here.
Yeah, he's mapping. I don't understand why he's not taking the top one here.
It would have been good
wow,
for him.
He put a lot of whiz on that.
Would have been good for him if he wasn't on that.
And he landed perfect.
But he's landed perfect anyway. Roll us around. Yeah. Well, you want to hit that a bit harder.
Yeah, you don't want to be too close to the rail.
Yeah, just also be closer to your ball in general.
Well, most players...
And so he's overcut that now because he had a fair bit of distance. Tim's got to navigate the cannon with the yellow, I think, here. But Tim can also just play a safety. I wouldn't, but he can. The option exists. Yeah, well, Peter's really thrown this one away, I'd say.
But even if he bumps into yellow, he's got a shot from red, so... You think he's scared that this ball might go behind the yellow and sneak himself?
That can happen.
No,
Oh, so
he's alright, played it well.
Completely avoided it, which is nice. Nice that he was able to do that. Takes away any chance of anything going wrong. Avoiding that. I think the correct way is to hold from the black to the middle, but I like just going for like what he did, because then you can never land in that awkward zone between.
I'm not quite sure if he's got a shot at a double. Oh, did it? Oh.
Alright. Another chance back.
You're kind of tentative on that.
Yeah, he just didn't get the bite. That can happen on the sort of less reactive cloths if you're expecting it to play like normal, I suppose. You wouldn't expect him to miss this though, but they always miss that.
Frame the team.
Middles are quite large.
Yeah, well, think about today and just the easy misses we made. Funny, it's concentration.
Just
Yeah, a lot of frames getting thrown away here.
Yeah, that one was certainly one Peter should have been winning. But was not to be. He's going to have to mount quite the comeback here.
Yeah.
You're great, mate.
Need to get on a run.
Yeah, well, break and run a rack in a minute and 35 seconds, that'll get you going. Fans will love it. It's funny, there's not really that much to talk about with Peter's game because he plays so quick that nothing can really be discussed, and there's not too much point talking about tactical options because he's not looking at them.
Well, like I said, if you actually did look at the Will game, like, he wasn't... Will fell for his trap. Nona was playing fast.
Yep.
Will started playing fast as well, and Will started missing balls.
Yeah, okay.
You know what I mean? Will didn't take his time to map out the table, finish the games.
So it was 11-4.
Yeah, 11-4.
That's a hiding.
Yeah. And Peter barely missed the ball.
Yeah. Tim just wants a nice little nudge here on the back yellow. You just control the pace real nice here, because if you can keep the yellow about, just not too far from where it is. So he's just nicked the front one there, but this is fine as well. This was always his backup. He'd be on this ball and he can still get them. The thing I'd say is awkward is the other two balls at the top are, you want to find a way to be on the bottom one as we see it, now the top one, and have the other ball closest to the red as his last ball for the black.
Yeah.
I think he's landed a bit awkward here. What if he has to reroute? You don't want to be playing a real thin plant where...
It'd have to be a delicate one, too, wouldn't it?
Yeah, the problem is the ball he's hitting first is going into such a shocking spot. So yeah, I'd say these are not really on now. He's got to play the ball I said would be his last. I know, he played a swerve. Oh, and he's also killed his balls. That's a disaster. Oopsie, he's lost the white there, did Tim. And... Alright, what's Peter going to do here? Having a dip here is a bit tricky. Maybe you... Actually, if you're having a dip, the red that's at the top left, leave the white thin on that and come off the rail and into his two on the left hand side. That's a way you can move them out with a natural angle.
Yeah.
Instead he's playing this one. Looks like he's going to mop these up and come down. It's not hard to mop these up and then get the same angle I was just talking about. Just a bit of a screw back here and you'll have that angle. Just he's got fewer balls on the table to land on after doing it. Otherwise, you can really smash this into the yellow to pot the red into the middle, and the yellow will then go into those two balls at the bottom. It's a shot I see players like Joseph Evans do quite a lot, because he's ridiculously aggressive.
Who's Joseph Evans?
Who's Joseph Evans?
Yeah.
Oh, he's in the same junior group as Toby Clack and Sean Dempsey.
Oh, so he's a youngster,
Yeah,
up and comer, very
good
player.
Good player, yeah.
Yeah.
Very good, very attacking.
Was he at Albury?
He was at Albury. He lost to Tushar.
Oh, I heard of him. Oh, that kid. Oh, yes. Wow. He can play.
No, yeah, he's really, really good. Very attacking. Too attacking. Which even he says, but he doesn't change because he doesn't care, which is great. It's the best. So I wonder if he's playing with snooker now. Like if that was always.
He's kind of forced into it.
Because he just needed to hit that harder, and he could have made some movement happen and then get a bit of a result. And now.
Well, do you really want to play snooker? Do you want to make him force to move that yellow?
I don't mean snooker. I mean safety.
Yeah. Make him move the yellow away or something.
I don't even know what you do. Yeah, if you just thin nick, wedge the white in with the rail.
Yeah, and then just make him play into the yellow, you know?
Because with ball in hand, you can figure something else out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if I quite like that though. The other option is just thin nicking off this red and smashing into the yellow, trying to get a bit of a result. Because the red will hit the other yellow. Ooh. He kind of went with halfway.
He got a
between
result,
both.
but he went in off.
Yeah, he got the bad result. Yeah.
Dotty.
Stick it back in play. Just tell me you're going out. You're going out too. Sorry, boys.
That was loud. So if anyone's ears got destroyed there, I don't know how sensitive the microphone is. Yeah, okay, Tim's opting for this ball rather than just straight away putting the white on his biggest problem, which I would have thought was, oh, maybe this goes.
I think it does.
I didn't think that passed. Either way, I think it was better to play the rail ball first. He's laid it good though. Take this ball to the top, then the rail ball. I don't know.
See, I'd take the other one at the top.
Yeah, I would have. Oh, wow, he's actually... he's hit the red and still went in.
Yeah.
That don't happen too often. Yeah, so this is... He's got two shots here. This and probably the double.
Yellow in the corner, stunned across.
This is... Well, I think he's going to just naturally come off two rails. Like that.
Yeah.
And then get up here. Yeah. So I liked that shot too. And he's played it very well. So it's hard not to like it.
Yeah. It's more of a natural shot.
Yeah. So I was saying that and the double were his options. The double of the yellow. Yeah. Back there, but you start off the rail. Maybe some people prefer that.
Yeah.
Because you load it up with side, and the side helps the potting angle a bit as well. But Tim's hitting it real nice. This is gettable too. Tim's just nailing it right now. See, this is why I rate Tim's game. He pots so nice, and
he cues
don't do much special.
Yeah, he always cues the same way. Like he you know.
Just using the natural angle rather than loading balls up with fancy magic juice. Yeah, where's this going?
I missed it.
It did look like he was overcutting it, but again, it's hard to tell from the camera angle. Well, okay. Well, Peter should certainly get these now. He's got just tap-ins, really. So that was... Can he punish? You have nice angle on the... Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, I think... don't know.
I mean, okay, that was not this. That was no super tap-in, right? But you really should be getting that shot. And...
I don't know if he had like second doubts, like... If I pot this ball, have I got angle to get back on the black?
He would have had better angle if he didn't hit it thick.
Yeah.
The white would have been about where the red is now.
Yeah.
And he would have just been able to trickle it in for the black. Yeah, Tim just needs any contact here and he's going to be in great position. Yeah. That's a great shot by Tim.
I think Peter put in a long snooker here.
Yes. And but the thing is, with Peter's ball not being able to squeeze onto the black, that's why Tim's shot was so good. It means ball in hand is not as critical. He probably has to play a smother with ball in hand on the black.
You might be able to snip this. I don't know.
Although Tim could hit the black and move it away from the hole. Oh, is he looking at... Wait, what is it? Oh no, he's fine. So this is how he lines it up on the other rail. I see he does it from this side.
He's going cross table.
I always walk around the table and do it from the other side.
Yeah, I do too. I like to do it like looking from that way.
Yeah. And Tim's clearly got a good system because he's hit that perfect. 8-3.
Tim's definitely running away with this at the moment.
For sure. Three more for old Timmy here. What time was the next match meant to start?
Yeah.
4, wasn't it?
3 o'clock, I think. Was it?
Couldn't have been 3. I'm pretty
What
sure
time was Gus
Robbo.
Robbo?
It
9.
was meant to be at 7.
7, was it?
Yeah, but Rooney's just let us know that we're going to be behind schedule unless Tim can run 3 racks in a row. Bang, bang, bang. Which I don't think will happen.
I'll leave Logan in the box for a second. I'll be back, folks.
Talking to myself. I'm good at that. I'll start talking about something just complete nonsense. So yeah, these robot pirate ghosts, right? They came to me in a dream last night. They were telling me about all their plans for... I'm going to stop right there.
It's funny, like last week I was doing commentary. I don't mind people hearing this. And Paul Victoria is something, oh, you're Logan's dad or whatever.
No, it wasn't Paul Victoria, it's someone who's just changed their name.
Yeah, someone's changed their name, right? So, I'm like, I went like, mucking around, like going, I know who you are, I'm going to get you, la la la. Well, I know you're a Russian bot. You know what I mean? And people at private mention me and goes, you know that's not Logan, right? I go, yes, I know it's not Logan.
I was Russian bot. Too many people knew, so I changed it.
Number 12?
Welcome, John Rooney, the emperor of this place.
The emperor of my own little house.
He invented pool streaming.
I did, yeah.
Don't tell Dan Lynch.
Nah, Dan Lynch is the man. I would never want to walk on his turf. I just like doing it from home. I would never do it from venues. That's Dan territory. It's like dealing drugs. I wouldn't deal them on his patch.
Yeah. Great analogy. Exactly.
He might break my legs or crucify me or something.
Exactly.
Nah. But in all seriousness, Dan is the man, quite literally.
Good old Lynchy, old Lynch mob.
So how are we looking here? Don't think we're going to finish on schedule, Lugs.
No, it's very unlikely. It does look like Tim's going to quite decisively win because Peter's just sort of... He's making a lot of errors and not playing tactically in spots where he could, and not taking the balls the right way. It's probably just the consequences in general of playing so quick. It's hard to see the right pattern.
Yeah.
But Jerry was telling me how when he played Will, he hardly put a foot wrong.
No, that's right. I mean, how's Timmy sort of put him in this state of mind just from like pretty much beating him into submission as such on the pool table?
Yeah, Timmy's a grinder. Well, I wouldn't say Timmy's not aggressive, but Timmy's not going to go for a ridiculously stupid ungettable out. He's going to set up his dead ball instead and just wait that one extra shot. And so Tim's outs are going to be more simple in general.
Yeah, but I actually like the way he plays. He's very calculated, and he's as you say, he doesn't really.
Yeah, Timmy's a good player.
Yeah, I hadn't seen him much. I'm playing for his Sepal team this year, so I'm looking forward to that.
Oh, so you're playing with him, interesting. Yeah, he's one of them Sepal grinders here. I was just asking Jerry where he played. Turns out Sepal was the answer.
Mm-hmm. While I'm here, give me a bit of insight. I know you're very, very good mates with Gussie. Have you? Forgive me if you've already talked about it, but how are you seeing tonight's proceedings going?
I could go either way, obviously. Mark goes in favourite, but that's not going to be by a huge margin. I mean, Mark's got all the achievements, and he's probably the actual GOAT of Australian 8 ball, not anyone else says.
Big.
Yeah, Robbo doesn't practice, so. But I mean, he doesn't need to. He still shows up and wins the tournament. So yeah, I have Robbo as favourite, but it can obviously go either way.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to this one. It's sort of like, I wouldn't say master versus apprentice, but someone was telling me that Robbo he's sort of he's helped Gussie a lot. Is that true? I know you.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
So it's got a good narrative going on here for the story.
They're decent mates. They're playing for a big sum of cash.
No, it's and then they've got the Albury little backstory there to come off a few weeks ago with the contentious little ruling. Although there was no animosity in that and no one was in the wrong at all. It was just they were exposing the grey areas of the rule sets.
Yeah, I personally think Gus was robbed of that frame, but
yeah. But I mean, there was no what's the word? Underhandedness going on. I wouldn't say.
Not at all.
No skullduggery.
Nah, none of that.
Nah, it was, and I actually really enjoy. I love contentious frames like that. Like I'd rather
the drama.
Yeah, yeah.
God, I wish I was on commentary for that.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Did you miss Albury?
No, I was there.
I mean, did you miss just quietly? Did you miss having a little dip at it?
Oh yeah, I would have loved to have played, especially because I'm playing quite well. I certainly could have done some damage, but alas, I wasn't allowed.
Yeah. I know. Like when I used to play soccer, I hated when I got sent off and I would have rather stayed at home, but you've got to support your team. And when I had to turn up the games and watching everyone playing, there's nothing worse. Like
yeah,
there's nothing worse. So I empathise with how you would have felt. Did you have a few drinks down there and have a good time anyhow?
I had a couple of drinks. I was mostly just chilling out.
Yeah.
Trying to cheer on Gussie and Wally and Robbo, I guess. Gus playing Robbo was like, the way cheerful. I guess Gussie, because Robbo's greedy with how much he wants.
Oh, well, you can use it for fire, motivate yourself next year when you go back, try and win the thing.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, also my mate Jeffrey Perkins, who's often in the comments on your streams, he made the quarters.
Yeah, that. Shout out to Jeff. Well done, Jeff.
He's now in a Prem's team.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Very good. Who's he playing for?
For us.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, awesome. Oh, and you're a Prem's team. Sorry, I misheard you. That's awesome. Well done, Jeff. That'll be great experience, and you'll be probably twice as good a player after next season, after learning from all the Prems.
Yeah, hopefully. Yeah, he's putting in lots of practice trying to get better, so it's good that he can have the opportunity.
Yeah, well done, Jeff. Your other mate from Wonthaggi, Bo, he's playing next week.
Who's he playing?
Who is he playing? He's playing a guy called Shane O'Brien. Sorry.
Shane O'Brien.
That's
yes.
the one. Yeah.
Yes.
Is he from the other side of the bridge?
I don't actually know where Shane's from, but I know him from Sale Cup.
Yeah.
And he's frequently buying, say, Nona and Mark Owens in these Calcuttas and cheering them on.
Yeah, he's a full Irish, isn't he?
Yeah.
Well, he promised me he's bringing me an old vintage Manchester United shirt for the wall, so he's a firm friend of mine now.
Oh, there you go.
Nah, so have you seen much of him play, Logie, or?
I've not seen enough of him. I know that he's basically a Div 4 player, according to Dakota Cook.
Right.
That's a bit of
tongue-in-cheek
inside joke there.
Yeah, okay.
I think he's quite a shot maker. I would assume he goes in slight favourite.
Right.
Which I think I told Bo as well. But Bo's just happy to crack.
If I was like...
But I could be totally wrong on that. Like maybe they're even. Maybe even Bo's a slight. Ronan saying he'll bring an Arsenal jersey for you.
Oh, thanks very much. Arsenal have had some great jerseys. Hopefully I'll see you later, Ronan. We miss you around here. It's always great to have you. Yeah, talking about getting back to Bo, like I reckon Bo he's like a surprise package. Like people would probably see him and say, all right, he's Div 2, DDPL, but like I've witnessed him playing some absolutely incredible like B games. And he can find ways to win. Like you write him off at your peril. Put it like that. I reckon he's I really rate the guy.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't seen him play much for maybe the last year and a half. But just playing around one day, that's a nice shot by Peter there. Just playing around one day, he was also quite hit and miss, but he could certainly play very well.
Yeah, nice.
I mean, I used to hit with him a fair bit at his place in Montague as well. We've had some races, and he was probably better than me maybe 3 years ago or something like that.
Yeah, right. Yeah, well, I played him and I played Divi 2 maybe 2 years ago. We had a ding-dong battle and it was like, wasn't a big potting game, but yeah, he was very brainy, like very clever with the way he was leaving. Like there was strategy behind pretty much every shot.
Yeah, he quite likes these new rules. I
Yeah.
think he hated world rules and he wasn't that great at them.
Yeah.
So yeah, he benefits a lot from the IR, the superior rule set.
Yeah, definitely.
Just total garbage.
Good afternoon, El Presidente. Nice to hear from you. Hopefully you're enjoying watching your good friend Nona play.
Who's El Presidente?
Mark Eaton, the Prez.
Mark Eaton. I know that guy. He was president of the club I used to play for.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, back in the day. I was a young
Yeah, like I came from JD's and went over to Sandown. And I cannot fault the way my treatment at Sandown. And especially Mark, well, both Donny and Mark, but Mark. Like, just to say something about him, we had a coaching session with all the Div 1, 2, 3, 4s, and Mark has actually turned around and shouted the whole bar to drinks for about 3 hours.
Oh wow!
And I mean that's on a Sunday avo, just no occasion. So it just sort of sums him up, in my opinion. He's a pretty he won't like the wrap up, but he's just a genuinely really nice guy. So
yeah, those I remember they kept trying to get us Prem players to go and do some coaching.
Yeah.
But I lived in Montague, so I'm like, well, I'm not going to drive an hour and a half to do it. But I was pretty disappointed in my teammates who never did it.
Yeah.
I was like, come on, you live just there. You
that is a bit disappointing.
do it easy, you know.
Especially when, as I say, Mark treats everyone very, very well, and he doesn't sort of pick and choose between the Prems or he'd treat a fours player the same as he would a Prems player, which I really value in someone.
Well, that's what the club's about. I mean, the club's about its members, not just some of the members.
Yeah.
Unless your club is focused on improvement, then you would prioritise the better players, and you would be looking at avenues to get lower players up into there if they want to. But in general, most pool clubs are just about supporting all members, which is probably the way it should be. That's how you feel about it.
Yeah. So you're at Freca.
Yeah, Fetcher Rebels we are.
Yeah. Yeah, they seem to have a really... I love all the boys over there. They seem to have a really great setup. The tables are second to none.
Great tables, yeah. Shame they got moved into that room, but
not a
it is
fan.
what it is. I've not played a night of league there, so I can't comment on it too strongly, but it can't be as good as the old setup.
I don't mind the sort of intimate setting. Like,
I don't mind an intimate setting with like my missus, but I don't know about my mates at pool, you know.
Oh well, I mean, could be like a sort of P Diddy sort of vibe. Nah, but yeah, sort of where I grew up in Ireland, and that it was always sort of little intimate sort of venues, and they had the lights just on the snooker table or the pool table, and then everything else was dark.
Yeah, okay.
And everyone was smoking and stuff. But I probably associate that.
It's like a furnace in there.
Yeah, but it is like a furnace. But I mean,
not a furnace, a smoking room.
Oh yeah.
A smoking room just doesn't look as lovely. But whatever.
Yeah.
Moving on.
Yeah. Anyway, back to this whiskey. How's that whiskey going? I'm a bit of a whiskey fan myself.
Yeah, have a glass if you want.
12-year-old age.
Bruna Harbin 12. It's quite a nice one.
Just have a little sip in it. Sherry tones oaky on the nose.
I get all pineapple-y flavours in it as well. Like, you know, like pineapple lolly pineapple flavour, not actual pineapple flavour.
Yeah, you can definitely smell the fruits in there.
Yeah.
I'll have to have a little sip of that later on.
It's from Islay, but it's not really a smoky one.
Yeah, like peaty.
Yeah.
Where are we at? 8-4. Nona is showing signs of life. The defib is kicked in.
Indeed, it has.
Yeah, I know he had a few tipples last night, so I think he was feeling it this morning. He was saying maybe when he felt a bit fragile when he got here.
Oh, really?
So maybe
That's not a bad shot, though.
that is a nice shot.
Left Timmy a bit awkward. Timmy may just double the yellow down here somewhere and leave the white on the top rail. Leave nothing for Nona and leave his ball in a bit of posse. That does look like what he's doing. Yeah, look at that, he's just copies my shot. See, Timmy's one of these intermediates who's been at it for a long time, so he knows all the increase your percentage strategies and all your waiting until the balls are
It's definitely
quite gettable.
Percentages are always going to pay off in the long run, especially in races. I mean, one frame pool, you'll get away with it, but if you're playing the percentages consistently, you'll be a better race player, you'd think.
Yeah, he just played that very well. Timmy's in a bit of mischief here. I wonder with ball in hand what Peter can achieve. Oh, that's real handy, I think. If Timmy could deliberately have this outcome, I think he would. So, what do you do as Peter? I wonder if you leave the white with the lower angle on this red, smash it into the middle with backspin going into the yellows and try and free up the black and your red. Need a lot to go right.
You do.
But you're just losing the frame if you're just not making something happen. See, this doesn't really allow that to happen.
Could you just put the red could you launch the red at that pack, this red on the right, and then just screw back into the rail and release your reds and leave him with the headache?
Oh, well, it might not be a headache. It might just be tap, tap, tap.
Exactly. It could go wrong. Anyway, I'm going to leave you back with Jerry. Nice chatting to you, Logie.
No worries, Runestar.
One in there, everyone.
Welcome back, Jez, the Jezinator.
Hey, Logie.
Is that Steve McCormick? G'day, mate. Legend of the game, Steve McCormick. There you are.
Who's trouble?
G'day.
Plays got a load back in me.
Mate, sought after. Crowd pleaser. Well, not crowd pleaser. So Nona got a frame back there. Timmy played quite a decent snooker, and Nona came out of the snooker, potted his ball, and potted the black. I don't know if you were watching, but...
No.
Oh, Timmy's gone extractor, and that is a great result for missing the ball. In fact, he probably would have preferred missing it given this outcome.
Yeah, he didn't leave Nona much, did he?
No, he's left him peanuts. I mean, I believe it's possible to cut this ball in, but you'd have to load it up with left-hand side.
Yeah, left-hand side,
rather
come
than
on.
into it in order for something to happen.
That'd be a huge shot.
And then you got to judge the swerve on the nap over distance and the throw on the white. It's just impossible. No way.
Oh, he had a if he missed that yellow, he was going into it.
He might have just missed it to the bottom side, but yeah, even a flick on the yellow is something happening. Now he's just possibly spin the wheel smack and hope. I mean, I don't know what else he can even do.
I had hit with him last night, and I was trying to explain to him, like, with shots like this, you got to, like, try to figure out, have you got a shot, like, off a ball somewhere to make maybe a chance for a putt?
Safe. That's actually good safety. I don't mind that at all. Well, it's sort of the best you could have done. The other option was literally just smack it hard. So
Yeah.
I'm okay with the smack it hard as long as it's going in areas where there are pockets.
Yeah.
Probably smacking it hard there is the red's just going towards these yellows, and it wasn't really going anywhere towards any pocket. So
I think that's not a bad snooker, but
that's quite a good shot, Tim. That's a really nasty snooker, I think, because he's got to play left-hand side on this top rail to hit the red, I think. Oh no, maybe he doesn't.
oh, he went right through the middle. Any not.
Okay, it turns out he could have just hit the red, but if he played that same shot with a bit of left, he would have hit the red. But see, Tim's balls are now just... It's really over. I mean,
Yeah, it's just the way he maps them.
it's hard to imagine much going wrong here. I think you start by addressing...
The two yellows?
So
together?
the two nearest each other.
Yeah.
You're probably playing them first and wanting to land on the one to the bottom left third, and then ball to the middle, yellow nearest the black. That's how you would map them. So yeah, you can play this trickle through for the ball to the middle, or what are you looking for? The mouse. I'm not sure. Look for chords coming out of the computer, unless it's a wireless one. Then we're just screwed. Hello, Mac. Yeah, it was an unusual decision. I was just saying, you want to deal with these two, then that one, and then you got that. Yeah.
You've got that one, then middle right, roll through for the other one. Then it's roll.
Yeah.
Yeah, Macca and Paddy Fanning should be a good game next.
Yeah, I agree. Who do you think's favourite?
I think Macca on experience. But the way Paddy played against Terry Shields and the way he started, if he starts like that, you know.
So yes, you're spot on there. So I'll say Paddy will get the upset, but I do think Macca is favourite. But I've got the feeling Paddy is putting in lots of time, getting a lot better. Putts like a machine, can be very scary.
Alright, people for the chat, just out of curiosity, for the next match out of Macca and Paddy, we'd just like to know who you think would win.
Even though I also like both players a fair bit and get on really well with them, I'm going to be going for Paddy because I want him in good nick for this intermediate.
Peter Nona made a great double.
That's a huge shot. That's 2 in a row for the monster there.
Yeah, he's fighting back.
Yes. The fact that I've golden hand, like the fact that I hit a screw shot.
Yeah, well, Timmy really had tap-ins there.
Hit that shot.
And
yeah,
really messed it up. So I didn't see what happened after Timmy missed. What did Nona play? Did he double that red in?
Yeah, he doubled it. Pete doubled it.
So he doubled the
Top
red
corner.
and then the black.
Yeah.
Well, that's maximum punishment.
Maximum.
Shit. But yeah, that was big error by Timmy. They were very easy.
I'm not sure about the red, but I know he doubled the black.
Yeah, no, I saw the double and the black. It was a really nice shot. Alright. Well, so much for this match ending earlier. Nona's just got the last 2 frames in a row. Lovely timing on the break there by Timmy. He's gone straight enough, which is a cardinal sin of breaking. But the way he hit it, he didn't put too much power into it and the ball's really exploded, so he's timed it beautifully. Not getting many comments in the chat, eh? Guys,
not yet. Not
feel
yet.
free to chat up a storm. Otherwise I'll have to get in there. Pretend I'm viewers commenting.
How many?
Well, we got 17 viewers.
17. Yeah, it's an early game, so you know. I think once Macca and Paddy and Gus and Robbo play, that's when the viewers will start kicking in.
Actually, I was also thinking I should cheer for Macca because I'm drinking Scotch whiskey here. If I was drinking Irish whiskey, then you could make more of an argument. Oh, little lucky, says Mr. The Prez. Oh, so that explains how the black got down there. Either way, huge finish, and Timmy deserved to be punished for missing the tap-ins. But thanks, Mark. Mr. The Prez. Mr. Former My Prez. I think Paddy will win because Ireland is better than Scotland. Someone's trying to start a war there. Mr. Mexican staring frog from southern Sri Lanka.
They reckon Ireland will beat Scotland. What do you think, Steve McCormick?
That's always what I think, isn't it?
I'm drinking Scotch whiskey here, so I guess I'll be supporting you. Scottish patriot.
Yeah, I was hoping Paddy wears his Irish shirt. No one wears it. Who comes then? No one wears an Irish shirt. Who comes?
Yeah. That'll be quite the
So
contrast.
yeah, no, it's like a Scottish shirt.
Yeah, I see. It'll be quite the lineup there.
Well, I think Peter might have got a result there.
Well, Tim's always going to have the ball across, but not having a linker after. Why don't you do the flick, you leave your cue just under the ball and pull it up to just knock it onto the rail? No, he's just going to hit it like that. Nice shot, but Timmy just waiting. If Nona hits his balls, they might go, say, closer together, which makes it easier to snooker. And as soon as Timmy's ball on the bottom here near the middle, as soon as that's set up, he's going to have tap-ins.
Pete's on the yellow, isn't he? Or reds?
No, yeah. Pete's on the reds. There you go, he's got ball in hand. Ooh, and that's another dead ball though.
Length with this one, but hit this bad real ball first and driven it on.
It's born in.
Yeah, he's got ball in hand. Yeah, there's a few options here. You can take the double to the middle as a... That's a bit of a big balls tough guy shot though, because you miss that, you lose the game. Now he likes to run this down. Run this down in or over, and then cut the ball across and get the finish. So Timmy's decided these are easy enough to go for. I think he's given himself a worse angle there with his last little flick. Yeah, he's missed it. So yeah, the inner over was okay there. I mean, you'd feel like a bit of a silly goose if the black is over the hole and then you got to deal with that ball behind it, but that's not that much of a problem. Alright, he's picked the gap. Oh, and he's landed on this side of the... Oh, no. Disaster. He's going to need another fortunate double here. Haven't seen a clearance come for you yet, so I'm still your prez. Oh, really? Jeez, we're getting a bit close to the bloody season. I don't know how clearance hasn't been sorted out.
Are you financially right, Charlie? That actually...
Yeah, I paid all the fees. That's quite a result there.
It's a good shot, isn't it?
Now, Timmy, I wonder if he cuts this yellow towards the middle with a safe white in mind, or you just tuck up down on the bottom right here and just wait for a better
I
chance.
wonder if you can play by one thin enough to send it way up to miss in the pocket.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Cut it towards... Oh, or just not even... Yeah, just cut it towards the middle is what I was saying. But on second glance, it looks like he's going too close to the middle.
Got a few sneakers coming on, boys.
And see that, send it way up here and just move down.
Yeah, that's what I was...
Is that what you told me?
That's what I was talking about, yeah.
You think he's going out or he's going to play snooker?
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if he goes for it. Just because there's no balls real near his problem yellow to get onto it. And with ball in hand, you're just automatically on them. Plus, moving to red can make everything easier.
Well, this cut must be on.
What?
Why not?
Alright, here we go. So this is... So I would have said before it was 9-4 Timmy. I'm going to say this is 9-5 Timmy. Nothing can go wrong here. It's impossible. What do you reckon, Jerry?
Mate, he should clean up, but... In these fat racks, I've seen a lot of weird frames.
Yeah. That's for sure. You just ideally here, you would just want to be on the one nearest the pocket next. Because once that's gone, everything is quite simple. So if you can pick the gap and get on that, that's good. And it looks like he has. So that's actually, that's not helped, but it's not bad. So just looking for a nice area for him to land in here. Yeah, if he just rolls this in and brings the white up through the gap between the two yellows and then plays the one to the middle next, that seems an easy way for him to go. Probably just a bit left hand side on this. Oh, he's landed on that one, that's perfect. Great shot. This is over now. Over than it was before.
Don't put the mods on.
It's hard to imagine anything going wrong here.
No, you shouldn't.
Let's have the footy going on in the other room. Essendon playing someone. Is Paddy here? Okay.
No.
Oh, that's a good thing it was delayed then.
Shut that door, is it noisy, the footy?
Yeah, it's very noisy. Thanks. Okay.
That shit perfect.
Yeah, Timmy's slow and steady wins the race here, I guess. Certainly not flying around the table. And then again, I know, so what can I say? I'm not as fast as, say, Macca. Speed demons. Your match with Paddy Macca could take an hour with how quick you both play.
Depends what happens there. It's a funny match. I think it could go either way. I think we could have a close match or either one of us could run away. Just depending on who is the sweet spot.
That's all
doesn't
good.
it?
Yeah, I agree with that for
Another
sure.
win the 10. 9-5.
I've not seen a lot of them playing. I'm just going with that one match. I watched this last match.
We're just saying we think you start favourite, but only slight, and Paddy can certainly go on strong runs where he, makes things real scary. Because he pots real well and he plays real quick and he's free flowing and when he's going he's good. We've got Cue Ball TV in the chat. Old Dan Lynch cheering on his mate Timmy.
Heard last night Dan's pretty tired playing blackball up at Rockhampton doing cue ball TV.
Oh, he would be, yeah.
Yeah, he's naked.
I mean, I don't know if he's defended his title as Australian champion or whatever he won last year. I think he won doubles champion, I think he was.
Might have been, mate. Might have been.
For the Masters or something like that. Maybe the
I know the team was in the last 8.
over 40s or
The
something.
team was in the last 8. So they're in the quarters.
Looking forward to your big match next week, Tuesday. Playing the reigning Preds.
Oh, I'm not playing, but
You gonna play?
for the first half of the season, uni is at the same time as the pool, so I'm not playing.
Yeah.
So, huge splash for the team, I say.
Yeah, I was speaking to training because Robbo pulled out of your team.
Yeah.
And he's saying, Jerry, do you know any players you can get? I said, mate, it's hard now because all players have got picked up. But then he mentioned Gavin Roberts. Now, I don't know much about Gavin Roberts, but I think he can play a bit, I've heard. You know.
He's a good player,
Yeah, Gav couldn't play. That's why he's not still at the Settlers.
Okay.
But yeah, we just grabbed Jeff Perkins. We tried to grab Paddy Fanning, but he.
Well, Jeff played excellent in Albury, so. You know.
Yeah, so we got him. He's sort of my fill-in. But if he plays better than me, then I won't come back. Simple as that. Oh, Timmy. Oh, jeez.
Nearly went in.
Yeah, looks like he got that one a tad thick and got the inside jaw. Peter's thought a long time about what he's going to do and played a shot to land on absolutely nothing.
Triple plan in between the two reds.
Looks like the matches are on right now for the black ball. That's probably hurting our viewership a little bit. We've got the Shred playing.
That's a very good shot by Peter.
Yeah, that was brilliant.
Chuck a black ball in this for you? Keep an eye on it?
Yeah.
Right, boys, I'm going to come over here. I'm listening.
I'm just reading the results now.
You're a TV salesman. TV's everywhere.
I changed it over there so we can all see it.
Yeah.
Maybe make the font bigger. Yeah, like a COVID umbrella. You think I spent thousands? We're all like, I get the COVID shit for like $200 when it comes on special on it. What do you want to watch, boys? Ladies team events or?
You're a funny man. You're a funny
netball.
Do you want me to go into the cue ball or the black ball chunk?
If that's on cue ball, then don't put that shit on. Put on the match. The Shredder playing. So Poole Harbour playing Queensland Assassins. So either put that on, or Queensland. Oh, the Shredder playing the SA.
It's Bapa, the Mark Cunningham one, isn't it?
Yeah. The Mark Cunningham one.
You're on that.
Yeah, careful.
Don't bring it up, Macca. Save your politics for elsewhere. We don't do politics on stream, alright?
Dan Lynch's team is the Paul Vic Hub. Vic Ball
You
Hub.
can say what you want, I know, but
Dan, why are these matches not on your cue ball TV? It's pretty shameful. It always annoys
I think that's Callum that done that one, this one.
Yeah, it always annoys me when they don't put the best matches on cue ball TV. I understand giving everyone a go, but come on. Like, people want to watch the best matches.
Yeah, but it's about the players too. It's not fair just the best players on. Everyone has to stream.
No, but the players are the people watching. And they want to see the ones they want to see. So the ones that get the most views is what pleases more people, right? That's the way I see it. That's my argument. Bang. Slap that down in your courtroom. Anyway.
So you're happy never getting the stream game because you're not good enough?
Absolutely. I'll just be on the commentary, mate. It gets me on the stream, Macca. Who wants to watch me play pool? Four
Let's
people.
listen to the phone.
Yeah, well,
Pauline Hanson.
Pauline Hanson, yeah.
Oh, yeah,
I
I'm
just
sorry,
figured
too
out
much English.
Last few weeks, I've been going, who's Pauline Hanson?
Yeah,
And
brilliant.
this morning, I tweeted, oh, Jesus.
Sean Partridge gave me the name Pauline Hanson.
Pretty similar.
Oh, shut up.
You're both wrongly accused of being racist.
What? Who calls me racist?
Peter Nona.
That's what the link is about. Because that'll make it out to be racist.
Oh yeah, that's
why they-
sorry, it was such an absurd claim that I just let it blow over. But yes, they actually tried to call me racist for saying woke.
Mine is pretty good.
Calm the hub. We love the pool hub here. Even though Josh Gorski's not a real pool hub member, but whatever, we'll let him participate. Nice shot there. Good starter. Peter can certainly get these. Just get to the ball on the rail nice and neat. Ugh.
He's rushing.
Well, now it's hard to get them.
Double in the middle there.
Double on? Might have to triple it.
Yeah, I think the triple too.
No, there was... Double might have been just on. Now, these are certainly no gimmies for Timmy. He's going to have to play this one. I'd be going in the middle and trying to swing it around up two and get pretty much the same spot. But... Oh, that's only just... See, on a new cloth, there's fat on it, but...
See, about a foot longer would have been perfect.
It's an interesting shot.
Cocky Lockie's just made a nice out there.
It's on, isn't it? It's a thin carpet, I think it's on.
You reckon? I don't know if you'd have the cue there if he was looking at that. Unless he was looking at the White's reaction of the second rail. Double it from behind. I don't think he didn't see it. He's just trying to...
No, it looks like you see it from the line.
Ooh, he almost took the lucky.
Oh, any result? No.
The ball hit.
Well, this should be over. Should be curtains on this phone.
See, I don't understand why they don't take the middle one first. I get it.
Yeah, just right.
It is just a bit easier to take the middle one first, but when you land perfect on it, then you don't even realise.
Nah.
See, at this stage, you don't even realise you've made a mistake.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, these are so easy.
Yeah, Peter needed that one.
Just, lucky wide.
Alright, keeping it tight. Paddy Fanning's still not here. We're going to keep this match going as long as it takes for Paddy Fanning to get here. Because otherwise Mac will just get tons of table time and he'll destroy him. Well, Timmy's let you down in that regard, Macca.
A bit unlucky with our brakes.
At some stage today I'm going to have to start taking it easy on this straight whiskey or I might get a little bit tipsy.
I always get a nice going up in the long middle corners.
Bought these and made these today. Get prepared.
Going up long
Got these patties I made. They're just zucchini, carrot and potato that you grate up, mixed with egg and flour and fry them.
So was it the cooking channel then?
They're real good. Oh, there you go. Everyone at home, if you want to know how to make vegetable patties. Quite healthy as well, you know, Macca. Good for the bones. Lots of veggies. Tim's braking real nice. I really like his brake. This crazy stance that he's got going, he might be onto something there. He does like the splits and he really puts everything into it. So Victoria the Shred are currently 10-8 up on SA Red Devils for the Bapper Nationals, and the Hub are up 11-7 over some Queensland Muppets no one cares about. So everything's going on. Well, great time to be a pool viewer, isn't it? We are just spoiled for things to be watching right now. So you would never play this Bapper, would you?
I want to play Nationals either until there's only one body.
Until there's one body, yeah.
Well, there's two.
Yeah, the only thing I don't like is like they don't like. There's no selection trials or whatever to get into the teams.
That's what I really do like. You can just
you
go
do
with,
like just go and pick a
with
team.
your friends, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Because it's about. I think it's a really good setup. The standard is a lot lower because of that, but it means everyone gets to go.
Yeah, yeah.
And you hang out with all the Vic guys. Doesn't matter who they are. They're like some guys who have been playing for a couple of years or have been around forever. Everyone gets along, you know. But it does mean there's no real state rivalry or anything. But I mean, do you want that? I mean, that's a great shot by Bronson.
Well, it used to be great in the old days. Like South Australia used to be the dominant in the state, and then Victoria eventually took over.
Yeah, but Iceland was just too short before the Blackball.
Yeah.
Nationals was a huge thing, and just to achieve plenty of state was a huge thing.
Yeah, yeah.
Still a huge thing, but in here, there's nothing to achieve. There's two, like you say, people just go, oh, come on, you're not really achieving anything. And then if you play this one and there's another one with other players that are better, then even doing well in this one doesn't achieve anything because the good players in another one. So you still haven't achieved anything. So that's the point. Like you said, you're right, if you want to go into all of your friends, that's fine, but it's not national like what we used to.
That's right.
Yeah, I don't care about any of that shit, so that makes me enjoy the new one, you know. I get the old days where there's when I started playing, it was interesting. It was cool to go to an event and by the guys wearing the big shirts, you knew who the good players were.
Yeah.
But they've already lost that by doing Australian Cup, where just anyone has a big shirt now, you know.
Well, not really. The guys in the School Cup still had to achieve something, but they didn't achieve
okay.
anything as a state team, but
Yeah.
they still had to play for the spot. At least they didn't just get a phone call to them.
Sure.
But yeah, it's not as prestigious as the Nationals one.
I mean, I've got
Especially Victoria. How good you are being a Victorian hockey team nowadays? It's pretty tough.
You're very.
You make a state team and still Victoria achieves
Well, this is the point I'm making. Like, Peter Nona has represented Victoria in black ball a total of 6-7 times.
Oh yeah.
Right. Now, do you class him as a black ball?
State player.
State player. You know what I mean? So it's like.
Yeah, that's certainly fair. That it's not. There's nothing to it, but you haven't achieved anything by making the black ball stateside because you just go in, but.
No, but technically you
But
are.
everyone
Technically
knows
you are
that.
because you're wearing a Vic shirt.
Yeah, but you haven't achieved anything.
Yeah.
Just by going, right? But the argument is, well, why do you have to have achieved anything to, to represent your state? Because you can go to nationals and just enter as a.
But see, if you're not actually achieving it and actually earning your spot for the state, you're not really representing the state. Because that means I could go and set up a golf tournament and say,
Yeah,
okay,
that's true
and
as
I
well.
can't play golf to save myself. And I go, okay, I'm going to play for Stairway Golf and ring some down and play somebody.
Yeah, then
You're not really representing the state unless you earn the spot by playing for it.
that's fair too. Caviar's actually an Australian player. There you go.
Yeah, he's played for Australia too in black ball.
Nice. Why do they call him Caviar? Jerry, you should
Be
explain
careful,
why they
be
call
careful.
him Caviar.
Just be careful, Logan.
What?
Logan, be careful.
I'm just asking.
I think you can work that out yourself.
Oh, right, okay. For the viewers at home who can't work it out. Nah, I'm joking.
Something fishy in his community.
Yeah, that's it. He's got a taste for classy, expensive items, luxury items. Nice shot, Timmy. On the hill.
On the hill to Timmy.
What do you do at uni?
Finance.
Something interesting.
Very interesting. Super exciting. All models and blockchain. This nonsense. Howdy.
I'll just let you know if once this round's over, if this is a winning round, I'll just come in and turn them backs up in there.
Yeah.
So I'll go and tell them just to chill around there and they'll be leaving me around.
Is Paddy here yet?
Huh?
Is Paddy here yet?
So, what time is it?
4:30.
He told him 5 o'clock.
No.
Oh, he'll be watching. He'll probably be on his way now. He'll probably be putting foot time.
Yeah, he's watching. Where's Paddy live?
No idea. I thought he was in North Melbourne somewhere.
Yeah, I thought he was down, yeah. What's up?
Nice break as well.
We'll basically have to start winning every single Friday here.
Well, obviously. He has to win every single
It's
game.
every single Friday, mate.
Doesn't have to win everything.
What?
It doesn't have to win everything. You could get a stalemate in one thing. Still win.
Well, doesn't the next frame then just become that frame? Yeah, okay, so just cutting the red down on the top side of the table is going to be, oh, he's just had a bit of a lash there. Oh, that's not bad.
You got a result.
Now what if Timmy goes for the huge cut here to cover the black, which never ever works? I don't think he should do that.
Yeah, you probably bounce it with all.
Yeah, that's why. The red would have to be sort of bit down so that it'll still pot and the yellow will replace it. Oh yeah, let's go for it. Oh well, that's... Yeah. No, that's okay. That's probably good for Timmy.
Did I look a roll a bit?
Oh, sure. Just pulled up real quick, isn't it?
Yeah.
I remember one of the pockets drifted out slightly. So, what if Timmy plays the... I like the turnover near the black, and if you hit it real nice, the yellow can cover the black.
It's not guaranteed to cover.
It doesn't need to be guaranteed because...
Easy if you're close to it.
Because Nona still has a really dead ball. Well, actually, yeah, no, because it will be dead because he'll have to play the ball over the hole to begin. Timmy's just tried to pot it there.
Sorry, no, I was going to say that, play that one, get close to it. Now you can get cover the black because you're close enough to it.
Yeah. Play this as you would a skill shot, and if you get the skill shot, then you can.
I wouldn't have gone for the skill shot.
No, I wouldn't have either. I would have taken the pocket. Yeah.
Make sure you cover the black.
No, I like it. No, you just cut the. You kill the. You play the turnover on the other red.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
And all your balls are tap ins, and he's in all sorts. You guys are behind the times here.
Both options are good. It's pretty good. Option you can't play it. This one option you can't play.
Yeah, well,
it's not easy, but
oh, that's a double up, mate.
I wonder if that's double kissing. It's also very hard to get on his.
Kissed, isn't it?
Yeah, it looks like it's double kissing. It's also very hard to get on his other balls from that. He's got to probably play either the cut on the top one to the bottom left, or play the huge plant. The huge plant, the Boab tree shot.
It's a good shot, isn't it?
Oh, hell, it's good. Yeah, it is.
I think I've got to nick off one of the reds and try with the white paint that yellow and that cushion.
Oh yeah?
It's good with safety.
That's a good idea, Maka. Got the triple.
Oh God.
Timmy.
Possibly got the worst result.
Come on, Timmy, get Maka some table time. Yeah, no, it's not helpful at all.
No.
Here I start with the plant. Play the plant to remove this as a problem, then go middle, bottom right, ball over the hole, black.
Yeah.
Instead he's...
Yeah,
This is sort of similar, but you've got to then land on the yellow, which is harder to land on than the black.
Yeah, you got to come around for it.
Yeah. Okay, now he plays the plant over distance, where he needs to land on the ball that he's setting up over the hole, which is much harder.
Only straight up, yeah.
It could kill the second yellow in the second. It still should go out, but your way's much more guaranteed.
I like your way, Logan. Plant first.
Thanks, guys. I appreciate it. Say in the everyone in the chat, say how much you like my idea better as well. Ah, never mind. He's landed. He was on that ball. This is fun. This is just a bit more of a tester than he would have liked.
I thought he was just going to be playing, yeah.
Him being on that, I like playing that personally, because I just hate playing plants, to be honest. Unless you're real close to them. Doubt it.
Done.
Well done, Timmy. You've proven your bottle here.
Thanks, mate.
Well done, Tim Morrissey.
We're gonna go interview him, or do you want to just interview him? Alright. And Maka will jump on the practice table.
You had some shit on this morning too.
While I watch.
No, I did wake up about half an hour before bloody.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, I had a shower and then.
Ooh, it's 11:10. The Vic to the shred. So Tim and Mark Owen said 11:10 over the SA guys. It's to 13. You what?
I'm really excited and interested.
That's it.
Yeah, earlier. You're getting that. Actually, there wasn't much difference after the 5-1. It was pretty much level picking.
Yeah.
Well done, mate. Thanks, Jeff. Cheers, mate.
He played small. Played really good.
We're meant to stand over there.
It just didn't
I'm going
happen
to do a quick
tonight.
interview with
That's how cool
But
it
do we
is.
stand over there?
Oh, I think so, yeah. Oh, maybe I did. Depends on John Paul.
Yeah, since I hit that last shot, I'm like, what
You get a few choices, even with your last shot, last frame.
I would say.
With your last frame, probably should have taken a plant first, then go and go.
Probably should have.
Yeah, you know, right?
Yeah, it's like safety.
Because no one likes to play a plant, mate.
No.
You know, toward.
Like I had
bad.
one here,
Yeah, that's right.
2 reds, and I'm like, I don't even like playing cannons. But I went to hit that up here, and fucking knocked that yellow in, literally right in my pocket with the white.
Oh, right.
And then when it actually went back down and missed it, and that yellow come up here, I'm like,
Yeah.
You know, I didn't, like, from where you were, I didn't have enough guns. I thought I could just try and kill that and see, take the chances on trying to make some shots in. Yeah. Actually, it was good. It was long, but good. I did feel like drinking, but I don't now.
You don't want to drink now?
The they're watching the black ball in there as well, and like, well, technically, like state players and all that type of stuff goes, well, technically, like Pete is a state player in black ball, but they don't do it like the nationals they do in like all big, like
Yeah.
So they just like kind of handpick sides, but Logan actually defended that and said that it's a good thing because they get together and mates can play together and have a hit. Play well.
Thanks, mate.
Lots of good shots. He went the correct way. I mean, Peter played too aggressive.
Yeah, and I think keeping him off the table early. My first 6 frames I was quite creative pressure. Yeah, just taking top 6 balls over 3 minutes. And,
we just give him the money?
No, I was just giving it to you. No, just talk. I was just giving it to you. Well done, Timmy, by the way.
Thanks, mate.
Well, you almost there.
However you want, we're watching you in that one. Just chat away.
Oh, yeah.
Should I cut
Chat away now? John, you want me to chat away now? You want to chat away now, or?
You want to do it now?
Yeah, I've done that.
Alright. I'll get Tim up here. Congratulations, mate.
Thanks, Jerry.
How do you think you went today, mate?
Yeah, it went probably better than I thought it would. Yeah, I think the first 6 frames I was putting pretty well and kept Pete off the table more than he probably liked, and I certainly felt I potted a bit better. Definitely the fatigue later on, so I was missing pots, but just not playing a few safety shots, and then my putting came back after that. So I got a few outs, just missed a couple, but did enough to win the frame. Yeah, probably just created enough pressure, but when Pete gets going, like he can when he won sort of 3 out of 4 frames pretty quickly, I thought, gee, his flow was a lot to him. I felt if I should just keep that not happening, and first race I've had, so that was good.
Mate, this is yours.
Thanks,
mate.
mate.
Congratulations.
Cheers, mate.
Good win.
Thanks, Jerry.
Should I come in crying?
No need to cry, my brother.
No.
But okay, Pete, how do you think you went, mate?
He took the pace off me. It's killer for my game.
Maybe.
Yeah. But Timmy's a very smart player. He's a solid player. I missed some stuff. I enjoyed the game with him. I really did. At the start, I was like, oh no, it's gonna be like a really bad score. But I started to get a grip on there. But then he slowed down again, and that really killed my game. But all credit to Timmy, man. Very enjoyable. I enjoyed it either way, mate. Starting to get the love of the pool again. So
good.
Look out, Caviar's coming back. All credit to Timmy.
I forgot that was your nickname.
Yeah.
Logan goes, why do they call him Caviar? I go, Logan, you're the last person to be saying that.
No.
Hey, mate, how are you, mate?
Good.
Talking about you this morning, how well you leveled.
Alright, that's the first stream of the day done. Next up is Paddy Fanning versus Steve McCormick. So we're just going to reset the settings and...
Like I said, we'd like feedback and just your predictions on who you think will win the match.
Yeah, for sure.
We want to see that in the chats if you want to make a comment. That'd be great, much appreciated.
And let us know, was that sound quality okay in the arena there when we were doing the interview. And thanks for tuning in. So the next match is Fanning versus McCormick. massive match for our second game of the day, and we'll be back in about 5-10 minutes. Thanks, guys.